Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up? What up? What the fizzuck is up?
What up?
It's episode 205.
205
of the E.L.Logical Sense podcast. This is your boy Buzz B.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here is your boy JC No Hunters. But right now we're going by JC 600, aka Champion Cole, aka JC 6 Rings.
Anything else? Any other AKKs?
Yeah, that's the 3.
Oh, okay.
Trifecta.
Hey. Speaking of the... And Martine.
Yo.
Digging that shit.
It's just the lead up, you know what I'm saying? It's just the build up, you feel me?
So, we are in the middle. It is as of we are recording. Star Wars.
Oh, shit.
I just love that scroll when you go to episode 3.
War! There's one little sentence too, one little word too. War! And pause.
Damn.
Anyway, as we're recording this, it is November 4th, 2020. I just want to say that for historical purposes. Because the election was the day before. And,
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yeah. And it was low-key spooky. It was almost like a deja vu of how 2016 was looking.
We went to sleep last night and Trump basically said, once more the Republic will rule.
No, you gotta do it as his
galaxy.
voice. You gotta do it as his voice.
No.
You gotta do it as Trump.
No, not that.
Come on.
And then we'll have peace.
So we all...
Everybody went to sleep like, fuck.
No, I took an edible. No. I got home
shit.
and I was looking, damn, Biden's down in all these states. Polls don't mean shit. Fuck this. I took an edible. Before I took the edible, I was watching it and they were going like, yeah, but the absentee ballots haven't been counted yet. So, you just gotta just wait. You're not gonna know no results tonight, but you're just gonna have to wait. So I was just like, man, fuck this shit. So I watched Shameless. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I didn't want to hear shit. I took an edible and I went night.
I put the someone's to go see Tenet, which we'll get into later. And I came back.
I saw that too.
Good for you.
I know.
Yay, Busby. Yay. Movies, man.
Busby went to the movies. How about that?
What you doing?
Busby went to the movies, ass nigga.
Damn right, nigga. It's back, nigga.
But anyways, so I got back and I was like, all right, cool, here we go. Non-stop coverage. And as soon as I turned the TV, the first thing that came in my mind, this is Chris Hansen, and you have reached NFL Red Zone.
Oh my god.
7 straight hours of non-stop coverage. And I was like, oh boy, this man fucking John and Wolf.
I was on MSNBC. The dude on MSNBC, that boy was working.
Bruh, Wolf was out here like, Woj who? Schefter who?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa! Like Blossom. Whoa!
So nigga, this
my god.
Nigga, Woj, nigga, this is the Wolf of Wall Street right here, this motherfucker. So my sister and I were watching. My brother came back from work, so he was checking in. And for the most part, we was just like, all right, like, there was no getting mad or anything about it. It's like, we'll see how it goes. We thought that there was going to be a count at the end of the night. And then around 8, when word got out that, oh no, Pennsylvania, they're not even close to having it. They still got to deal with the ballots. And I looked at my sister and said, time to watch Netflix. And I turned the shit right off. And I was like, we'll find out tomorrow.
See, with me, I was at work and I purposely did not want to look at nothing because my anxiety, even though I don't have anxiety, I was anxious. And I was like, I can't look at this
Your
shit.
Twitter was quiet.
Oh, yes, it was.
I was active all day. I was getting jokes off either way.
So after that, I went home. I got home from work, and I was watching this. I was looking at it. I was kind of already depressed, and I was like, "Fuck, man, fuck." They lost the Senate. They're doing this. Fuck, man. So I took an edible, watched Shameless, and went to sleep. I was like, "Fuck this." So then I woke up. I was like, "Okay, let's see what happened." I turned on MSNBC, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, Biden went ahead again. Oh shit, when did this happen?" And I was like, let me watch more of this shit. Hour later, oh, he took Wisconsin. That's dope. Oh, he took Maine? That's doper. Oh, he took Michigan.
Fuck that. When I turned TV on, they were like, he's leading Arizona. All I heard was, Biden for 3, bang! I was like, this nigga went on an 18-0 run. What the fuck just happened?
What just happened last night?
Jeez.
He was working. No, but before all that shit, Biden had to release a state. He released like a little statement.
Thank you.
And he came out.
I saw his statement.
He came out and was just like, chill.
That was the gist of it.
He was like, hey,
sure.
keep the faith, chill. I got this.
I told y'all niggas, mail the ballots. They ain't counted the mails. Chill.
I'm going to bed. Because it's past my bedtime.
I'm old as fuck.
I'm old as fuck. I'm going to bed. Keep the faith. I'll holler at y'all later. And he just pimp walked off.
I think it was a limp.
Whatever.
I mean,
My narrative is a pimp walk.
it could be a pimp walk. You know what I'm saying?
We hedging 78.
Hey,
It's about pimping.
Could be that bad hit.
Less about pimping, more about limping.
So yeah, fast forward. And all of a sudden, Trump had a lead in all them fucking battleground states. And then within 12 hours, them leads just went. That's a start on snap. Just started turning to dust. As of right now, because we have the shit on right now, Trump had he was up by 54% in Georgia?
I don't remember exactly what the percentages were, but I remember seeing he was up by 392,000 votes.
In Georgia.
Yeah, in Georgia.
And then within 12 hours, that shit just slipped to how much?
39,000.
And it's still slipping by a point. So pretty much, and they're focused on Fulton County, which is in Atlanta. Fulton County, which is in Atlanta. So pretty much Atlanta might just gift wrap. It could, maybe, possibly gift wrap.
Fulton County is in Atlanta or Georgia?
Atlanta is in Fulton County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty much in a nutshell, Atlanta can gift wrap us Joe Biden. And within
Hey, it makes sense.
I know.
Niggas was out there snapping fingers.
Stupid.
And blowing leads.
Oh no, I was going towards the Thanos snap.
Oh yeah.
I was out there snapping fingers.
Yeah. The Tyler Perry Studios could give us the.
Wow. Go figure, man.
Tyler Perry could give us a good presidential election, still can't give us a good hairpiece.
Anyway, so of course, what do you think 45 did? You know he panicked.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
You know he panicked. So this motherfucker is throwing lost. No, first during his little speech, he pretty much said that the Democrats were cheating. He's going to go to the Supreme Court and they should stop all the voting, even though the voting booths closed and no one was voting no more. But he had a lead in Pennsylvania, so he's like, "Oh, y'all should just stop counting. I won." and he declared victory. Like he said, "Oh, I won already." Biden just chilling there, like, okay, wait. I'm just gonna wait.
Wait for it.
And as of right now, the Electoral College count is at what? 253. Biden's at 253, and hoe ass nigga is at 213.
Well, that's according to CNN. Fox News already seceded in Arizona. That's just been seceded for hours. So
and the
on
Associated
Fox
Press.
News, which is predominantly Republican, Biden is up 264 to 213. It's like I woke up and Biden came out like, "As you can see, I am not dead." And Trump was like, "Oh, that shit is over. I'm king now," and was trying to get the fuck out. And then the mail-in ballots had to come in.
As you can see,
I am not dead.
Rest in peace, Chadwick. But, that was funny. That was good. But, all jokes aside, it looks like, it smells like Biden might have this in the bag. Might. I'm just saying that lightly. Because America, bring your ass to the fucking stand. No.
Somebody did this.
He said no.
No. Nigga, you pressed the button.
No.
For real.
Anyway, we all thought it was just gonna. All the polls were saying that Biden was gonna blow him out. Blah blah
You
blah.
kept bringing that up.
No, I wanted to say it.
Yeah.
And then also the thing I said is not how much he was gonna win. How much was he gonna win by? Well, I was half right. Because they were saying it was going to be a blowout. The polls are different this time, blah, blah, blah.
No.
Yeah.
That's why you just can't trust situations like that. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's what Martine and I kept telling you. Like, we weren't saying because we wanted Trump to win. We were just telling you, you might want to adjust your thought process on what you're letting allow into your ears.
Yeah.
Because some of that shit's got agendas and propaganda attached to it too. So that's not necessarily going to dictate what's going on. And I was like, and as a matter of fact, that's really not going to be no sweep. Because look at how many people were supporting him throughout not only the pandemic, but when everything with civil rights started coming into play. And protests and all that. Look how many people defended that.
Yeah.
Because
So there's no way in hell that would equate to a
because
sweep.
everyone was thinking that Florida and Texas was gonna go blue. Nah.
I knew that wasn't happening.
I was
Man,
like,
but
shit.
Texas was so fucking close, man.
Yeah, they just
if
not there
that shit
yet.
would have happened,
They just not there yet.
bro, I would have lost my shit though. Like,
It would have
real
been.
talk.
It would
Like,
have been over already.
oh yeah,
It would have been completely over already. But you know, it is what it is. Fucking America. Y'all, some people like it's. Man, that's the thing that got me. Like, if Biden wins, I'll be happy, but I won't feel good about it. Because these niggas are still idiots out here. Like, there's really still motherfucking idiots out here that felt that having Trump in office for 4 more years was okay.
well, like I told you earlier, man, you still got to remember that we're the minority. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like, Democratic Party is like 50%, you know, more or less of the nation. Republican is the other 50, more or less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're still the minority, bro. Like, that's just what it is.
And you also got to factor in,
yeah.
out of the 13% of the African American community, Trump actually did 4% better with black people.
I saw that.
This go around than he did the last time.
He had more votes this time than 2016.
Which is funny to me because I correlate his impressions with that platinum plan being the reason why white men were down on him this time around. And he lost 3 to 7% of the white vote.
Yeah.
Or I should say the white man.
Yeah.
Because women actually increased by like 5%.
Yep.
Which I've always
White
said.
women.
I've always said, if you want to know where racism stands, follow not the white man, the white woman. That's where you go. And again, that's not saying that every white woman that voted for Trump is racist. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, throughout the history of this country, that's where you go to.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes perfect sense. Again, you want to correlate and connect the dots. Why would white women be voting more this time around? Well, think about how we were putting pressure on them on Twitter with the Karens.
True.
All that other stuff. Like, that has an effect
that
as
has
well.
a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, yeah, man.
The Latino community, though.
That's
Bro,
y'all.
I swear to
No.
God.
I'm Hispanic.
I know that's why I said y'all.
No.
Oh yeah. I gotta be specific because even Edgar told me this. Those are not Latinos, so you gotta call them
Those are Hispanic.
You gotta call them Hispanics.
We are Latino. They are Hispanic. There's a difference.
Well, whatever. How Edgar, if Edgar, you're listening to this, that's how they're doing it. It's just wow, man. The Latino community.
Bro,
They showed
it
their ass out.
went from like 13% to like 40%.
Yeah.
For Trump.
Yeah.
Let me be clear
Okay.
about that. For Trump, like with Trump's votes, it went from the last election being 13% Latino.
That was in Texas.
Now
yeah.
it's
40%.
of the Latino vote.
That was in Texas when I read.
In particular in Texas, exactly. Yeah.
Florida man.
I mean, Florida going Florida.
Yep.
So that doesn't nothing to say about
Florida.
that.
Yeah,
Fucking
no.
Florida. So
One shock with that.
Like that did not shock me one bit, bro.
But-
at all.
But anyway, when it comes to this shit's just funny because that whole ass nigga in office probably went to bed thinking he had this in the bag.
Well, he didn't probably.
He felt he knew.
Yeah, he said it.
Vegas told us.
Yeah.
Put him at a minus 700 when we were going to bed. That's how much they had him
Oh
up
my
by.
God. Really?
Minus 700.
Wait,
bro.
this is actually a bettable thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so he went to bed thinking, I'm going to make this speech even though they told him to read the teleprompter. Don't freestyle.
Yeah.
Of course, he did the
course.
opposite. Went to bed. Even Republicans were like, nigga, why did you say this? Even Ben Shapiro.
He's feeling himself, you know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
out there talking
true.
to people. You know, he got endorsement by Lil Pimp.
Lil Pimp. That's what we'll call him. Yep.
Let's get it.
And Lil Wayne. You know, he got that Weezy endorsement too. You know?
Yeah, we don't get into
Yeah,
that.
man.
Oh, I know. And then he went to bed.
We're going to get into that.
And then he literally thought he had it, and he woke up and he literally watched his lead literally deteriorate right before his eyes. Slowly, each state went from red to blue. Wisconsin, red to blue. Fucking Michigan, red to blue. Arizona, if you watch Fox, he's watching Fox News. That's all he watches.
Oh, of course.
That's blue.
But he don't fuck with Fox no more.
He
apparently.
watches it. That's all he watches. He can't
No,
watch
he
it.
Still
missed
watches
it.
them?
What?
He went on, was just a couple days ago,
Yeah.
and they had an interview with him, and he was dissing them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
He's
That's
like, hey,
what I
you
thought.
guys sound like CNN. You ain't
Yeah.
he ain't hating hard enough. And the fucking commentator just like, well, but we have to, we got to give him the news. Yeah, but you're not doing it in ways that would present qualifications.
Oh my
like shit like that. Like, it was like,
yeah.
so they on the kind of like, damn,
Yeah, shit like that.
y'all be sucking this nigga dick.
And
this
this
whole
nigga
time
said-
he's still coming over here on you and saying, yeah, it ain't good enough.
God damn.
Yo, put some more spit on that motherfucker.
Put some more spit.
Too much teeth. Too much teeth. Back up.
Make it wet, bitch.
Put some more sauce on that shit.
Some lube, bitch. Lube it up. And suck it up. But they don't. It's not good enough, Daddy. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not good enough, Daddy. Now they're just like a
Let me show you how Lil Pimp does it.
with Wheezy. Shit. Nah, man. And now he
shit.
literally watched it just deteriorate before his eyes, and now he's throwing lawsuits at Wisconsin and Georgia, and everyone telling him to stop the count, but not Arizona because
Oh, yeah, because it's tightening right there. Right? It's getting closer right there.
Got
You know what I'm
provisions there
saying?
still.
But
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, yo, stop that vote.
No, stop that shit.
Stop that
Stop
shit.
that shit.
Wisconsin, stop counting. Oh, Michigan, stop counting. Stop. No, you're not stopping. What are you doing?
Please?
Please. It's gonna be one of those times we look back on this like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, man. This whole year is going to be one of those things.
Yeah,
though,
that
man.
happened.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
Anyway, the story concludes. Like, it's funny. It's almost like he was just running. Like, it was like they're doing a race, and then fucking Trump, because what's his name? Biden was ahead, and then Trump's catching up to him. Like, I'm catching up to you. Biden's like, no, you're not. Well, I'm getting close. I'm hella close to you. No, you're not.
I just have a hard time trying to understand this angle.
What's up?
And maybe you guys can help me.
We'll try.
I just can't understand how a man who stands on the point of telling his supporters, don't mail in. Don't be afraid of COVID. Go out there and vote. Use your diplomatic, democratic responsibilities and do it in person.
Right.
And then when his opponent says, look, it's trying times.
Scary
I
out there,
understand
bro.
if you want to go out there. I understand if COVID makes you want to stay at home.
Right.
The best bet, just mail it in. So then I do not understand how when we know that the mail-ins don't get voted or counted until after the in-person votes have been counted.
To be fair, a lot of people didn't know that, myself included.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but for those who did,
Right.
Yeah.
No.
because
for sure.
traditionally speaking, mail-in is a
it's
It's
lesser.
a weapon. It's a weapon of the Democrats.
Yeah.
The more Democratic party people use it.
Right.
So when people understand that, for those who do understand that, for the life of me, I can't understand how all of a sudden the next day when the mail-ins start coming in, the other party that voted in person is like, "Hey, we're not getting a lot of mail-ins. They're cheating."
I got LeBron look.
Come on, man.
What can you say?
We all over here with our hands up, like shrugging.
can't-
We don't know how to explain that to these dumbasses.
Like I
I don't
said,
understand.
this nigga is an idiot.
You know what I mean?
And the people that follow him are idiots too.
Yep.
So, and they were boarding up places like all around the country and shit like that because they thought that Trump was gonna win. We were gonna start rioting or the MAGA folks are gonna riot. Nah, these MAGA folks, they ain't shit. They pussy. Like
They really ain't with all that smoke.
they
man.
pussy because they know they're gonna
They
get
really
their
not.
ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like,
And if they do, they know
got
they're gonna get repercussion, man. Like
Yeah.
it is what it is. Don't,
Like, dude,
you know,
they
don't
ain't gonna
play.
do shit but bitch and moan on the internet and cry. And then get scared and be in the house. You guys cheated.
Keyboard warriors, man.
Man, that's what you get for 20 years ago. This is for Al Gore. Shout out to Al Gore.
This one's for John McCain, bro.
And John McCain.
This one's for John
I
McCain.
Well, see, that's another thing too. Number one, flipping Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I'm sorry, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Arizona. Mm-hmm. That was enough for me to take back and be like, "Whoa,
This is real.
it ain't even about this.
Uh-huh.
It's not even about this election so per se as much as it's whoa." Because remember, Wisconsin had the situation while the NBA players were in the bubble.
Yep.
So I thought for sure that was red, just based on that. Mm-hmm. And, excuse me, Michigan being Michigan, I thought the Big Ten football was going like, all right, they red there too.
Because, okay, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So, now Arizona is where I find it the most hilarious. Because Trump went up and down dissing
John McCain.
May rest in peace. Mm-hmm. And as it turns out now, looking at all the votes, people were more upset about him dissing McCain than they were about his handling of COVID.
Yes.
Which means all he had to have done was just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for real.
And not say anything about that man, and he probably would have taken Arizona.
Yeah. But
Like, seriously, like,
think about it.
Like, I really want people to think about this for a moment. Mm-hmm. Despite how he handled COVID, on CNN, it's projected right now 253 to 213. On Fox News, it's projected 264, 213. Somewhere around that area.
Yeah.
He still made it over 200
Yeah.
for somebody that handled COVID the way that he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So that tells me that as a country as a whole, they weren't focused on COVID.
Yeah.
It was everything else that he was attached to that separated him out. Which again meant all he had to do was just shut the fuck up. And he would likely be returning for another term.
He had so many chances throughout his term, throughout this year, to probably get a hand of victory. When the COVID popped up, all he had to do was listen to the scientists, and it would probably been a clear-cut victory for him. When the Black Lives Matter shit came out, he could have got some of the black vote if he would have showed just a little bit compassion.
A little bit of empathy.
And
Just a little.
And then I feel there was something else. When he got COVID, all he had to do was be like, yo, man.
No, he could have just shut the fuck up.
Hey, my bad.
Yes.
Alright, my bad.
Like, oh shit.
Yo, this shit really
It's real.
Hey, this shit really hit, dog. It hit
I'm gonna could have just said that. Like, where your
I mean,
man.
we would have roasted his ass still, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, you know,
If he would have showed just a little bit that was his last chance. And then the debate happened. And then it was like, okay, this is your chance to
no.
you fucked that up.
That shit just wild, man.
And then that was his last
What he's
chance.
been doing though, man. You know what I mean? Like real shit. This is what he's been doing.
I know, that's what I'm like, but it's just funny how God gave him all these chances to make it right.
Yeah,
and it was like that dude from Tales from the Hood. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Well,
Bro, pride is a motherfucker, man.
ego.
Pride will literally play you out of your position.
Yes. If you want to be, he just wants to be. He's a narcissist. This is what narcissists do.
Yeah.
And shit, his kids have to tell him, "Daddy, you about to lose, bruh."
Oh no, you ain't seen Eric Trump.
Saw Eric Trump.
Eric Trump look like he's about to
going
start
through
a meeting
I saw that.
with Special K ×3.
Yeah.
Like he about to have a meeting. Mm-hmm. He is pressed.
Oh man, you see them beard? You see that beard he has, man? I saw like the interviews and he was like clenching his teeth.
Yeah, I saw Rudy,
that Bobby Brown
Brown
dog.
was out there on that box pressed. I'm like, you need to be pressed about what happened in Borat,
nigga.
versus all this shit.
That shit was hilarious. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. You need to be more pressed about that shit, because that's going to have implications to get your ass right next to a cell next to Trump if he keeps playing out this way. But what I find to be the most fitting type of poetic justice in all this, if it stands the course, is that Georgia, he would take 16 electoral votes, which would only get him at
269.
269 according to CNN.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If it goes down to Nevada, and Nevada being the place that Colin Kaepernick went to college.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Poetic justice.
That to me,
I mean,
would be hilarious, especially considering that Nevada only has six.
Six.
That's a touchdown.
You stupid.
See, I want to go to John McCain.
That's six on the board.
I want the John McCain route.
I want the John McCain. That's his Iron Man moment. He can snap his fingers.
But see, if Fox News has already given him Arizona, he's already got him 264.
Okay, yeah, you're 100% right, but I'm just like, we're basing off.
You're going off
I'm
of
going
Georgia,
off of CNN.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And CNN is saying that Georgia's going to finish first. So if for somehow it flips, right? Mm-hmm. That'll put him at what? Plus 16, so that'll be, like you said, 269, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that last one
Arizona.
is Arizona.
That's and I
Seriously.
am John McCain. Sounds like
Either way it goes.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Either way it
man.
goes, it's fitting.
Yeah. Either way.
I knew the universe had something.
Either way, I'll be good with it.
I knew the universe had something
Shit.
special for this nigga, but that's funny. Like God was like, "Oh, you're gonna win again."
That gap keeps closing in Georgia. That's funny shit.
Dude, like,
This motherfucker was up like 52 to 47% in the morning.
and then now
He's up 0.7. Like, that's a fucking Derek Fisher shot.
Yep.
That's the difference between this motherfucker winning the state. The Derek Fisher shot.
And Biden has a 2-point lead. Yes.
Yeah, 2-point lead on the
Yeah, he's
popular
like
vote.
the most popular. That's like the most votes
Yeah.
any candidate ever gotten.
Yeah, well,
And
I mean, we've also had the most registrations ever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Over
you know what I mean?
Obama,
So,
over
yeah.
Hillary, over Clinton and Al Gore. Like shit.
It makes sense. That's
Yeah.
basically what I'm saying. Like, it makes sense
Yeah,
right now.
man.
Actually, no, I take it back. Everything fucking makes sense right now.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
He played Biden's campaign played this so well. They literally
Josh, yo, that's exactly what I said.
What?
He just mentioned that it's super close. It looks super close right now, but when it's all said and done, it could be a landslide. Consider it a landslide.
because
You know what I mean?
doing. They say he's gonna do well in Pennsylvania, and, and it's close to North Carolina. But they said they're just gonna fucking wait till next week to finalize their voting. But the thing like Biden's campaign, they campaigned so well that they made sure he had different roads to get to 270. They didn't have one road. They said go here, go there, go here, go there, and the moderators were even saying about when Texas and Florida went red. They're going like Texas and Florida wasn't even on the plan. It just
of course.
they just were like, oh, we have a possibility. Okay, let's go out there for a little bit, see what happens, check the temperature. It's not good. Okay, let's go to fucking Michigan. Let's go to Wisconsin. Let's go to Arizona. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go. They had this all planned out. Trump was just like, please, this nigga, the day before the election, this nigga was tweeting in Spanish.
What the fuck?
Tweeting so
Serious?
much, yeah, so much Spanish that not even Pun could understand it.
Oh my god.
Like, he was,
It's like, damn, where'd this come from?
he
Oh,
was,
by the way, I just wanted to touch on one thing though, real quick, because JC, I remember when you were talking about Wisconsin and Michigan and shit, right? Those are historically blue states, but he won them last go around,
Barely.
basically.
Okay.
You know
He
what I'm saying?
barely
But
won those.
traditionally, they're blue states, and Pennsylvania as well.
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, because he barely won those last time, but this time he flipped them right back.
Yeah.
Biden flipped those bitches right back, and Detroit's the reason why Michigan went blue, because they
But
all.
see, you understand where I was coming from, though, in terms of
Yeah, not just
even if it's
the people.
traditionally, like,
Like, yeah.
one person can, like, literally flip the switch
Yeah.
and turn it from that period on.
Right.
Yeah, so right now in not in Philadelphia, I keep saying Philadelphia. In Pennsylvania, they still got to count votes in Pittsburgh and fucking Philadelphia. And those say those are really largely Democratic counties and shit, and that can literally push Biden over the edge. Pretty much, the way it's looking, it's bad for that whole ass nigga in office. And I might not say that no more. Maybe, God willing, I get to finally call someone president. Shit, man.
With all this, though, it does bring up conversations we need to have
Well,
about this whole voting process.
Yeah.
Like, I can open up a refrigerator with my phone.
Yep.
I can open up a car and start a car with my phone.
You could rent a car with your phone.
I can I can control everything in my household with my phone.
Yes, this is true.
Yet I cannot vote from my fucking phone.
I can't trust that. I can't trust you. I cannot trust
Okay,
you.
but see, that's fine. That's cool. But you still gonna get people bitching and complaining about this method.
Seriously.
And why
this is the oldest fucking method.
This is
I was thinking about hackers and shit.
I mean, yeah, but there's pros and cons to everything. They say people were grabbing ballots and burning them and shit. That was like when Eric Trump was putting actors up on his Twitter.
That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
I was like, I hope you paid him in Trump college credits for that.
Oh my
like,
god.
Like you really got. It's like one of those like you.
Trump college.
No, that's funny. That's a thing.
Shit, yeah, I know.
But I get it. Yeah, you're going to be worried about hackers, but at the same time, our whole way of society has moved towards technology.
Yeah.
Why are we still
Literally.
doing it this way?
So, yeah. I mean, in the electoral,
I
and
totally agree with you.
we're the only country in this
100%.
world. We're the only country in this world that have the electoral college bullshit.
Well, see, that part of
I
it,
can understand
I'll be
it.
honest with you, I really don't have an issue with it. I really don't. Because it comes down to, like, the state's popular vote. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's how you get those points. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it make that part of it makes sense to me, personally. I know a lot of people
Yeah, I learned about it. I learned
it
about it in my government class, and
Yeah.
when they explained it, I was like, Okay, I can see what.
Yeah,
I can see why.
it makes it fair, basically. You know what I mean? And I have no, like I said, overall, I got no issue with it.
The only reason I have an issue with it is because there's a lot of flat land.
Yeah.
So you're basically having certain areas cover land that's not even inhabited anyways. So that's my issue with it. Is okay, that's fine, but take apart that part of the actual region. Don't include it in that. Like, let it be known that it's white because it's a fucking forest.
Yeah.
Nobody's living there.
Yeah.
Or it's a fucking desert. The fucking Grand Canyon. Ain't nobody stocked up chilling there. Like, get it off. That's my thought process on that. But overall, in addition to that, congrats to Joe Biden. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him. And I'm not a Democrat. So I voted for what I felt was the best person in this situation.
Right.
That being said, like the NFL hard salary cap, there needs to be a fucking cap on age. I'm tired of voting for people that were alive to go see Elvis in concert.
Yeah.
They don't have our best interest. They just don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's, and I say that from being from somebody who lives and breathes and dies this hip hop culture. If you wasn't alive, at least in middle school, when I was, leaving high school, going to college for a certain conversation, I'm not having a conversation with you. I don't care what you think.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
And now you can translate that to certain props and ideologies. You just reach a certain age where you just don't care because it has nothing to do with, they just can't relate.
Right.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
But somebody who is about to be 78 years old should not be in a position making choices over something that is going to directly impact me over the next 10 years when, God forbid, I'm not saying this because you want somebody to just fall over and die.
Yeah.
But time is not of the essence for somebody closer to 100 than it is for somebody before 50.
Yeah.
Right.
And both these niggas are old anyway. Him and
That's what I was just about to get at.
Biden, and they wanted Bernie, and Bernie's like in his fucking
He's already 80s.
Yeah.
He's in his 80s.
Already 80s.
Like, he's already in his 80s and shit.
I don't know how he said it. Already
Like,
80s.
real talk.
Bernie was
Like
around
that-
when they ended slavery.
That
Like,
shit fucking this motherfucker.
Come on, nigga.
Come on, bro.
I mean, shit, every time he posts a picture up, it's of everything in history. Like,
Nah, real shit
When
though.
God said
you're
turn-
right.
when God
'Cause,
said let
he
them-
marched with Dr. King,
Yeah.
bro. You
When
know
God
what I mean?
said let there be light, Bernie flipped the switch.
Exactly.
Quite possibly. Shit. Nah, but like I totally agree with you on that. The thing I will say though is like that's why they have the rules in place as far as like who's the next in line type shit. You know what I mean? Now, granted, it shouldn't have to come to that. And you're right. There should be a age limit. Like there's no reason. Look, I don't know how else to put this shit. You don't know if the motherfucker is senile. You don't know if the motherfucker got like Alzheimer's. You don't know what the fuck is up with dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that about both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
Just how old they are.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is possible. Like
I mean,
it's extremely possible.
It's gonna come across like we're just making jokes, just pointing at it because some of the shit is just funny. But the reality is that no, this is a serious thing. I have nothing against elderly.
Yeah, me neither.
When you're over 65, but
Yeah.
when you reach a certain point, you've lived life. You good.
Right.
Let us take care of it. We got you.
But they
tell us what you need for us to handle in all these campaigns and whatnot, and we're gonna do our best to take care of you.
But
And that's what I feel is the fucked up part
want
about
that
this whole
power.
situation, is that the younger generation seems to always want to look out for the older generation because. I mean, what's the biggest thing? We all can look at our grandparents, older families, relatives, just in general. So it's like, I want to hold on for them as much as possible. It don't feel like we get that same treatment when it comes from the older generation thinking about stuff that impacts us as a younger generation.
You think we would ever vote for a woman president?
Probably not my lifetime.
Yeah.
I would have to be really close to.
I didn't ever think I was gonna. I never thought I was gonna see a black
This is
president.
what I'm gonna say about that. If the policies are right, yes.
I don't know. It's just
I
like
saw it.
And I'm not talking about like what you call it, like between Republican, Democrat. I'm saying if the person who I see, I would vote for a woman. I'm
I mean, we're Californians.
Yeah. Well,
I'm talking about
If you're
the
talking
whole-
about like the whole country.
That's what I
Right.
meant.
Okay, that,
As long as-
yeah.
As long as men are dictating how a woman can conduct business with her
you're
body,
right.
no,
You're right.
we're not.
You're right.
And after Hillary, I was
Right.
like, damn, because pretty much they're setting up Kamala Harris to be if God willing, Kamala Harris.
Gotta be respectful. She,
I know,
She
I
could
agree.
be.
Should
She
be
could
Madam
be
Vice-
soon to be vice president elect.
Madam Vice President elect. Oh damn, that's crazy to say. But yeah, if she's gonna be Madam Vice President elect, they're gonna shape her to be the successor to Biden.
Of course.
So,
which cool, but I don't even think that's. I still feel like you got to weigh out every single option because that might not be.
I know. I'm just saying
the best option in terms of what happens over the course of 4 years.
Yeah,
and again, I'm not saying what is going to take place. We still got to get through and complete this election.
We gotta complete this shit, man.
What I'm getting at is we just need different types of leadership, and it's hard to this 2-party system. It's not working no more. It's not cutting it. It's not working.
We need Grove Street in this hood, man. We don't need Blood.
To be
We need
completely
Grove
honest
Street.
with you, it's not a 2-party system. It's really not. It's not. It's just that. It's just these 2 parties that have the most control.
Power, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But when you break it down like that, it's a 2-party system. It really is, because if you're only giving up 1% of power to everybody else, and there's more parties like that, it's a 2-party system. Just like when you go into the NBA, oh yeah, it's more parity. Fuck that shit. There's 4 teams that run the league, fam. Let's stop the bullshit. The Charlotte Hornets are never gonna overtake and get to the finals over the fucking Boston Celtics as long as the commissioner has something to say about that. Wink, wink. Now,
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Now, my sister and I were talking about this, and it was like the most obvious situation. Yo, run this shit like fucking sports.
Oh god.
Get 16. No.
No. I'm
Get
just saying.
16 parties. Let them all go at it for 4 years, like a fucking tournament style. Whoever's the last party standing, that's who you go. That's who we rock with. What the fuck is wrong? Like,
but it's
why is it so difficult to give everybody a different flavor, like it's Baskin Robbins? Why do I have to pick between just the majority 2? Because otherwise, I got to go through Kanye, who makes up that 1%, and that shit ain't real because that motherfucker talking about, hey, vote for me, and it's like, nigga, you're the vice president on the fucking ballot. So it don't matter what the hell you going through. Like, you ain't gonna change shit.
I think he just did it for fucking ego. Speaking of Kanye, that dude got like thousands upon thousands.
He got 60,000.
He got 60,000 votes.
Yeah.
That just did. That was his. That was probably took away from Trump. And the 60,000, I'm like, what the fuck? And that just filled Kanye's ego. That's the whole reason why he did the shit. He did it for his ego so he can run in 2024. Nigga barely. Wow. Within striking distance.
But I say this about
getting shorter.
I say it's about creating different types of parties like it's sports. Because what did we learn throughout this whole COVID year? Learning sports kind of has a really big fitting in our society.
Oh yeah.
And how just in overall how we function.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers could not function without sports.
At all.
We clearly saw
couldn't.
that.
I know I couldn't.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was cool.
As soon as
I was
everything
cool.
went down, I was just like, fuck.
So
God damn it.
my point to that is, okay, if we can't function without sports, why the hell wouldn't we try to make our politics like that and kind of format it in that direction? I mean, call me crazy, but I mean, sell tickets to go watch a fucking debate.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't this year. You know?
No, but you know,
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying,
They usually do that. I think they
if
do
you start
that.
creating more and more parties that, you know.
I think they usually do. They always have it at the
know,
college
that's what I was
campuses.
thinking.
They kind of
Right,
do that
but
already.
no, but what I'm saying is actually, you know, put that shit on CNN or TNT. Go with that shit. Get a different party. You have somebody that's running for president, have somebody that's running for vice president, have somebody that's running for Supreme Court, have all
The
that.
Supreme Court, I can agree with.
You know what I'm saying?
Running for vice president, nah.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you already got 2 people running for vice president anyways. Make a team of people that are running, and that's who you're going to be running with.
That sounds good in theory, but
I mean, it sounds good in theory, but shit, we looking at this, and this ain't much better. This apparently sounds good in theory, but shit, it ain't working.
well, I'm just saying running mate. That's the whole reason why you have a running mate with you for the whole vice presidency.
Yeah, so if you're running for president, pick your team.
Well, that's what they do.
No, what I'm saying again, what I'm saying is that okay, pick who you want to be as your vice president.
Yeah.
Pick who you want to be as your Supreme Court. Just pick. Cool.
Yeah.
That's your squad for the next 4 years. You better make sure you pick the right squad. Now go ahead and start running.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Make it bigger than just Democrat and Republican. That's what I'm telling you guys. You guys aren't listening right now.
Bro, what are you
Stretch this shit out to 16 different parties is what I'm telling you.
They
But
do.
see, look, overall, though, this is what I'm trying to say though. Like, it's still gonna come down to the 2 fucking parties, bro. Like, because of the fact that nobody wants to stray away from what they know now. You would have to start this in a whole new fucking like a whole new fucking country, dog.
Fam, you preaching to the choir. There's still people that ain't trying to stray away from slavery.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dog.
But you gotta force them. You got. You can only have a slave in prison.
Oh my god, I'm done with you.
Like,
Anyway, we're still talking, but pretty much the results are still coming in. Whole ass is looking scary. I mean, right now they just showed a graphic for Georgia, and now Biden is within striking distance.
31,000 from 39 just a couple hours ago.
He is within striking difference in Georgia. Oh man, versus will be fired because they're gonna be in Atlanta for T.I. versus Jeezy.
Jeezy was with Biden.
Yep.
And on top of that, I mean, more changes. Look, there's got to be more kinds of people than rappers. Like,
more kind of people. Oh, I thought you meant
stop getting rappers to go on podiums.
Shout out Super Dave. He understands me. If we start that 16 party thing now, it'll probably maybe work in 100 years.
Yeah, so start the process now.
Oh.
At some point, you got to get the shit going. Well, if you're going to wait till I'm dead, like, hey, yeah, my grandkids, hey, keep hope alive. Yeah, no, fuck that shit. I've been saying keep hope alive since they brought the first fucking slave ship over here.
This just shows how Obama was the GOAT, man. Because they were showing how in Wisconsin, like all the fucking how Biden won by like a point.
Oh,
like
that
0.5,
yeah.
and you see that Trump won by 0.7 and all this other shit. Then you get to Obama. This man won by 16 points and 9 points the second time. I'm like,
Obama had that shit sewn up right at the peak of rush hour traffic. Like,
for real though, dog.
He wrapped up his election. His elections were quick.
I don't even remember that. To be honest, I don't even remember the second election. Like, I remember just checking in, like,
seriously.
cool.
It was like the Lakers winning.
No, seriously.
I don't remember it.
It ended at 9 o'clock. The other one, the first time, it ended at exactly like around 8 o'clock, 8:30. That's when it was over. And I was like, and my mom, I was like, damn, it's over already? Yeah. I was like, shit.
And he was beating ass.
And then remember that part in his his State of the Union. He was like, "Yeah, I've won all the all the elections I've already run." And they all one Republican cheered. And he was like, "Yeah, because I won them all." Motherfucker,
bitch.
Man, Obama was dropping bombs on Trump. Man, that nigga was doing stand up fucking comedy on fucking Trump during the campaign with Biden. Oh my God!
They kept sending him back out there for encore sets and shit.
Go back there again. All he needed was a cigarette and a stool, and he just started ripping on Trump.
He went out there and was ripping on Trump, then went and took a little quick break and went on the shop.
For real.
Went back did a whole Zoom. Went back did a whole other set.
He was Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn, this nigga on the chitlin circuit right now.
Nigga was talking hella shit. Like he was talking like fucking Morgan Freeman from Lean on Me.
Yeah.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you? Shit.
Nah, but there's got to be more than just getting rappers. I'm tired of seeing rappers on campaign trails. I just really am. I'm over it.
They get singers. They got Lady Gaga. What else do you want?
They don't parade Lady Gaga the way that 2 Chainz was paraded.
That was some boondock shit.
You know why though?
Yes,
you know exactly.
When
why.
I see 2 Chainz on stage,
that was some
and he
boondock
says,
shit.
You know, Biden and Harris, you know, they operate on being different, which falls in line with me because you know I'm different, and that's just how we moving.
And on that,
on that note, we about to play "I'm Different." Now listen, what the fuck just happened?
Aaron McGruder's a prophet.
Like if that nigga would have dropped his album this past weekend too, I'd give him a fucking F just for that shit. Like, no, nigga, no, fuck that. No, and I love 2 Chainz.
No,
I love 2 Chainz. I've been preaching about the respectability about 2 Chainz to everybody when they couldn't see the vision. Man went to college, graduated with 4.0 in 3 years, played ball.
Yep.
He's very educated. So this has nothing to do with his intelligence or his education.
And they were in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine he played?
I can understand being flown out to Chicago. Not when you wake up and take a 15-minute drive to where you used to operate.
Because that was one of the last.
Like,
they
no.
were in Atlanta yesterday. They were literally in Atlanta yesterday. Not yesterday, but like
putting
on
that
Monday.
full court press on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Atlanta, and that's the reason why people are voting. Because Biden. Oh, he brought 2 Chainz out. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking vote for Biden.
Cause I fuck with Biden. Fuck
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
with BI.
Now, when it comes to Trump, rappers are still aligning with him. So where should we start? The Pimp or Wheezy?
I mean, shit, it don't matter. I'm just talking about rappers in general.
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
give a fuck
saying-
about where they. Well,
No.
I just want it to stop. Period.
I don't need to stop, but we need to talk about what Wheezy and Pimp did.
I mean, that's
Lil
cool.
Pimp.
Lil Pimp.
Pimp.
Hooray!
Nah, not for him. Nah, I knew what you're doing. I know what you did there. I know what you did there.
Pimp.
If you're a Kendrick stan, you get it.
You do it, I have to respond.
Yeah.
Huh?
Pimp.
Hey! Lil Wayne. Oh no, let's start with the
All
Pimp.
right.
So Lil Pump, like last week, said if Joe Biden wins the election, he's moving out of the country because he's getting his taxes up. I'm going for Trump.
Bye, nigga.
Yeah, and then Trump just brought him out at the Pennsylvania rally, the super spreader event, because hella people there, no mask, and of course he didn't give him a ride home. 'Cause that's what Trump does.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk about Biden calling black people super predators. Shit.
Even though he doesn't.
Trump was out there letting that fucking coronavirus spread like a super predator.
Seriously. And then he said, "Oh, I got the best rapper. I love his beats. I love it. Lil Pimp. Lil Pimp, come up here."
Have you guys ever heard of Lil Pump?
He called Lil Pimp.
No, but afterwards we
after.
caught it. You guys heard of this guy, Lil Pump? He's a big superstar. He's big. And everybody was like, this motherfucker ain't had a Hot 100 song since 2018. And that was Kanye.
Yeah, that was his own. That was his last one. And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm happy for everything I did in the country." And I'm like, okay. And then after that, then
I just sat there and like, why did my cousin sit down with this nigga? Like, why?
yeah.
Why did you give him the benefit
Why
of the
did
doubt?
Cole do that?
Why did you do that?
Well, listen,
Come on,
what was
Cole.
it? 1984 or 1982?
1985.
85. I'm way
You were
off.
way off.
Damn, McFly. For me. Yeah, 1985.
The
Yeah.
Reaganomics.
I know, right?
That is one. If anything, and just side note, we gonna get back. If there is anything that fully expresses how we will turn a batting eye on the real epidemic of drugs in the name of money, it was that election where Ronald Reagan did a three-peat in one election.
Yeah.
Like, I looked at that number and said, nigga,
What was the
there's
number?
ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. That nigga had 524 or some shit like that.
524. What do you mean?
You have to get 5.
Or 270.
Oh.
You have to get
270.
out of altogether, it's like 5 or 600 or some shit.
Yeah.
Reagan had 524 or some shit like that.
It was a landslide
Yeah.
over Jimmy Carter.
Niggas didn't even make it to rush hour, but because of the technology back then, you had to wait.
Yeah.
Niggas knew at lunchtime what was going down.
He won. He got 270 after the first. Okay. Reagan won.
Because that nigga had the cartel in every state.
My God.
Like, that is one I want to see a documentary. That is Trap King shit. Mm-hmm. The reason why when Nancy Reagan died, I called her the greatest trap queen of all time. That right
God.
there.
No, when it was over here, like when the election results were read over here for California. What'd you say, Martine? They did it like what, 3 minutes?
Oh yeah, no, they announced that shit 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
It closed at 8. They announced at 8:03.
Yeah, by 8:05, we knew what the fuck we
It
stood.
was like, okay, and California.
California. Oh, Oregon and Washington.
Yeah.
Well, but you're not
All
gonna
blue.
you're not gonna show there was no. We're not showing
No,
shit.
don't matter.
Don't matter. We quipping over here, nigga. Go somewhere else.
Don't ever come here.
You barely closed 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
We cripping over here, nigga. Hey, matter of fact, since you talking, hey, what set you from, nigga? Niggas back the fuck off real quick. Went back to Pennsylvania. All right, we're gonna take it right back. We're gonna figure out Pennsylvania real quick.
That's why Trump doesn't come out here to Cali because there's no fly zone for him. You better when he
Yeah, you
comes.
saw how slick he talked. Gavin Newsom said, "Oh, hold up, this motherfucker must have forgot
He
who he
called
was."
him real quick, and then he's like, okay, yeah.
Went back right back on Twitter. Hey, thank you, man. We glad we got that situation handled. Appreciate it.
Whole ass nigga. Those
He
words.
was out here, motherfuckers out here gangbanging on this shit right now, man.
Nigga. Anyway,
Well, nah, back to
Reagan doing the 3P.
no. Going back to Pumpy,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Pumpernickel.
Little
And-
pimp.
And then fucking that was before. And then all of a sudden, 2 days. You know this is how desperate Trump was. He was taking pictures with rappers, and he had to get one rapper. Was it Kanye?
Yeah, we went been there, done that.
Was
Yeah,
it?
and then that he's running.
Yeah,
What was it?
I can't take a photo with the ops.
Nah.
So He got all of a sudden, because I opened it on Twitter and I saw it. I was like, really, Wayne? He got Lil Wayne.
I mean, I don't know why people were surprised.
I wasn't surprised. It was.
I know where
same here.
He said racism doesn't exist.
I know where he stood. I've known where he stood for years.
Yeah.
That's not what hurt. Okay?
Well-
As a Wayne fan, that's really not. I know where he stands. He lives in a fucking fantasy world. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wayne's World.
Yeah, he lives in Wayne's world. Whatever. Mm-hmm. What hurt was that I knew there were a bunch of people who were gonna boast about this nigga that never rapped BMJR with their whole fucking chest before, man. That's what hurt. That's what hurt. Nigga, you ain't never rapped no shit like that. You just barely came around when fucking Lollipop was ending.
Oh, shit.
You don't know nothing about Carter 1 going into dedication.
You don't know
1.
nothing about Sky's the Limit. Nigga.
Motherfucker dropping Carter 2 and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he's like, nah, it's not good enough, so here's dedication 2. You don't know nothing about it, bruh. That's what hurt.
Marshall Mathers would never do that.
Marshall Mathers could never.
Nah.
That nigga released the "You Lose Yourself" to Biden, and then Detroit's the reason why fucking what's his name? Biden won that shit. Oh shit, yeah. But Lil Wayne, yeah. And then I saw like you sent in the group chat that his girlfriend broke up with him right after that shit.
Allegedly broke up with him.
Yeah.
As a result of it. And at one point I was like, good for you. But the more I started thinking about it, I was like, it's Lil Wayne. You really don't break up with Wayne. You just relieve your position. You give it to somebody else.
Leave your yeah.
Like that's like, come on, man. As much as I feel about him, you just that's Weezy F baby. Like that's different.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't like leaving Kelvin off the block. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same.
No, it's not. I'm just tired of seeing rappers being used and not being utilized during the actual term.
See, at least Obama did that. At least Obama.
Of course.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Of course.
Obama listened to
Obama is hip hop.
he listened to the Pimp a Butterfly and just went like, Kendrick Lamar?
But again,
Kendrick Lamar.
It's like, are you surprised? The first time he took Michelle out, they must go see Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the Obamas are hip hop.
Man, and his last year in the White House, he invited all the rappers to the White House. He invited all the rappers. Like, come through, have a party. Fuck
He was inviting them like it was a going away party.
Yeah. That picture of all the rappers, you see J. Cole. I'm like, J. Cole, why are you dressed like a hobo? Like, why? Like, for one, just be in a suit. You're in the White House.
Just get out of bed. Come on, just come through, slide through.
Oh, then he was just like, you know what? I want to play basketball. I'm gonna call LeBron and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did you see that video of him?
That's what I do.
He made that 3-point. He's like, that's what I do.
Oh, yep.
You niggas supposed to be talking sweet about me because that's what the fuck I do.
That's why Trump don't like that nigga, man.
Of course.
Because he's too relevant, bro.
Motherfucker step on the court and turn to Steph Curry without practicing. Like, feel some type of way about that.
He doesn't have that portrait up of Obama in the White House. He has that shit covered.
Trash.
Oh, because Obama lives rent free in his head, and now his boy is just pulling away from him very slowly. It's like a slow death. Damn, that has
so beautiful.
It's
a beautiful thing to watch.
It's a beautiful death. Jump out the window, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I want more. That's all.
More.
I want more from this process.
Yeah, I get you.
And people are sadly mistaken if they think that after this, it's politics as usual.
Hell no. This shit's all fucked up now.
It's not. You can never go back after something like this.
It's all fucked up now.
Again, this is where people need to learn how to adapt.
Right.
And move forward because there is no going back from this.
No.
It's not.
Trump fucked up the game.
It's not Trump that fucked up the game.
America fucked up the game.
America did not fuck up the game. America highlighted their game.
Yeah.
And put it on.
Fucked up it was.
And put it on. Yeah.
And it manifested
put it on Broad Street for
Trump.
everybody to see.
Seriously.
This is how we really get down.
Yeah.
So, now you've made it, again, congrats, buying one. But when I see that Trump not only is over 200 points in this election, also learning that he also gained more votes overall in this election than he did in 2016.
That's why America had to come to the stand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, come on now, like, there's things that we really need to start evaluating and looking at and starting to understand, because Trump, at the end of the day, is just a manifestation of what America has been founded upon.
Yep.
He's not the king. He's not.
He is who he is.
He's not the cause of the issues. He himself is a product of the issues.
Right.
Just so happened that the product ended up being in charge of the whole fucking country. So
For 4 years.
yeah. So people are thinking this is going to be sweet and we can go back to normal and politics is going to be boring. That's not what's going to happen.
Nah.
No.
Nah. They fucked up. He fucked this shit up.
Yeah.
So.
But, again,
We're still waiting.
we counting. We're
They counting.
In the meantime, though, I have to say, while California did their thing in terms of the presidential election,
Oh, yeah.
them motherfuckers shit the bed when it came to these props. I was looking at the props like, fam, really?
I'll be honest
Really?
with you. I did not keep track, bro.
Fam,
I've been looking at this shit, like legit, just the presidential shit the whole time, so I've not been keeping up with
Dog,
the props. So fill
the,
me in, bro.
the state of California turned down rent control. They turned down rent control.
Ooh, shit.
They turned down rideshare, making their drivers employees.
Really? Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Okay?
Prop 22,
so
right?
22 passed or did not
Yes,
pass?
it passed.
Okay.
With flying colors, I might add.
They fucking promoted the fuck out of it.
And prices are still surging, so go figure that one. While they did get it correct by saying, yeah, felons, ex-felons, you can get your voting privileges back, and
Good.
and keeping the current bail system until we figure something out that's really good.
Right.
For those who don't know what was on the ballot in California, Prop 25 was, hey, let's get rid of cash bail,
Yep.
and let's go to an algorithm that discriminates against people that live in certain neighborhoods and have bad credit.
Yep.
Which meant if you was a young brother out in East Oakland and you was hungry and you just wanted some hot Cheetos and a Gatorade and you was in a position to snatch that shit, when you got locked up and put in the holding, you probably wasn't gonna get bail just off the simple fact that you reside in East Oakland.
Yeah.
That's what that boiled down to. So I'm glad people declined that. However,
God.
this goes back to age caps. They said no, 17-year-olds should not be in a position to start thinking about voting.
See, that shit kind of irritates me, bro.
Like-
And the reason why is because it was a 17-year-old that would be 18
During the
either like during the election
Yeah.
time or if I'm not mistaken, slightly after. You know what I mean? So it gives them a little bit of leeway.
right.
That's fucking perfect time. Like, are you kidding me? Those are the types of people that you want to vote.
You wanna
Like,
know
what the fuck,
You want to
man?
know what people's logic was behind that? And I was actually shocked to read this.
Oh, God.
It was, well,
I'm afraid.
if we start treating them like adults here, then who's to say that when they get caught, if they do crimes, that they just won't charge them as an adult because they're 17, they have the option to vote. And I was like, word? So you saying that a 17-year-old is just automatically designed to commit crime? That's just like, all right, cool.
All right.
Bet, for sure. I got it.
That shit don't make no fucking sense.
California
man.
really let me down with these props. Like, I remember just going through those all day today, like, word. And again, opening the broad picture, California is not as blue as people really think that it is. It's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's really not.
Nah.
People have this ideology that when you come to California, it's palm trees, everybody sings
Hell
Kumbaya
no.
and all that shit.
Just vacation
Nah,
like a
bro.
motherfucker.
Well, first there's gentrification, then there's
Yeah.
gang culture, then
Yeah.
there's turf culture. It's
Right.
like, nah, bro, it ain't sweet.
No.
Like,
LAPD.
ugh.
The end. Yeah.
So that took place. We'll see what props end up in 2022, how that plays out.
Well, while that's playing out, guess what, JC? I went to the fucking movies.
Oh, we're not done.
Motherfucker.
You got a lot to do with that. It don't end with this shit, baby.
That was a bootleg applause.
Yeah.
That shit didn't count.
Nah.
Run that shit back.
Marijuana is now legal in New Jersey,
Yes.
Arizona, South Dakota,
Let's go.
and Montana.
Montana.
Nah, I feel like there was more.
That was the 4.
Really? That's
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh damn! And then it went legal in medically legal in Mississippi.
Yes. Yeah. Which I was surprised at. I was surprised at Minnesota or Montana and Mississippi.
Yep.
Like, word? Shit.
Yeah, for real.
Niggas can't end institutionalized segregation, but all of a sudden now we can smoke.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Smoke on the black side. All right. But salute. And big ups. Round of applause to Oregon. Oregon ended the war on drugs by decriminalizing all hard drugs. So if you got cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, all of that, it decriminalized it. Now,
It's not legal.
when we first got the news of this, we had to get them jokes off
Okay.
because everybody purposely ignored the decriminalization and just saw, oh, you're not getting locked up for all this shit. And we was like, nigga, we going to Oregon. I was looking
You gonna get high today.
I was looking at Robinhood. I was getting ready to buy more stocks of Nike because I knew niggas was gonna be out there vacationing right by the
my
Nike
God.
outlet store, headquarters and all that shit. Like, I'm like, I gotta set up shop. But when all the fun ended, and people that actually did the research on this learned exactly what it was, this is major. This effectively gives anybody that is caught with these drugs two options. And one of them isn't going to prison anymore.
Hey.
One option is, hey man, we caught you, $100 fine. If you got it, you got it.
Can you imagine just paying the officer right there?
Yeah, like, oh, damn dog, all I got was 500. Can you break a 5?
Smoke some weed. Hey man, here's 100.
Officer looking around, damn, I ain't got it on me, but I got a pound right here.
I got a pound right
He's thinking I got a pound.
I got a pound right here. What is
Imagine
that?
that shit.
What is that? That
It's like-
hybrid? Nah, that's only like $250 on the
No,
street.
it's like that Kodak Black shit.
That's some mid.
Yeah.
They catch you with the blunt. Bill, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Bill,
Nigga hand him a coupon and shit.
that get half off.
Yeah. Can I get stamps with that?
Feed him in food stamps. Give him
Yeah.
food stamps. You got a slider?
But yeah, so then,
What's up? You said Venmo.
right.
You got them? Oh, shit.
So that is one option. The second option, which is very important, since prison sentences are no longer valid for this, the state will then allow you to choose the option to go to rehab. Now, if you choose to go to rehab, the state is going to cover 100% of that. How are they going to cover 100% of that? They're just going to take the taxes from the marijuana, and they're also going to take the state prison savings, and they cover it. Who would have thought?
Wow.
Who would have fucking thought
So-
that you could cure addiction not by prison, but actually trying to solve the core issue?
But at the root of this, if marijuana wasn't legal,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah.
I know, right?
They always say marijuana is a gateway drug, but
Not really.
you can't go to they ain't sending you to rehab for, matter of fact, they selling the shit.
I was gonna say, man, they ain't telling you which way that gateway goes, whether
Yeah.
it's in or out. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I'll tell you,
marijuana's not really-
I'll tell you, marijuana a gateway drug for me. That shit send me the gateway right to the fucking fridge or the bed.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
Same damn time.
Same damn time.
Reaching.
Right.
Get them cereal.
That's my
munch-
gateway shit.
What's the best munchie food? Cereal? Like fucking cereal. What else was a good munchie food?
Oh, you talking about like, if you're talking about little stuff like
Yeah,
shit
like-
you got in the house?
Yeah.
Anything that's that's gummy, chewable.
Yeah.
I like cereal.
Yeah.
Cereal's pretty good.
Cereal cool, but if you high,
Hands,
if
man.
you high and you got the wrong type of cereal, you're gonna fuck up your whole mouth.
Yeah, true.
Shit just cutting all in your fucking roof of your mouth.
Yeah, I was
and
about to say,
shit.
usually like biting the shit
Yeah.
that hits the roof of your mouth.
Nigga bite the
Like,
tongue
you
and shit
fuck,
because
you
you
know
just
what I'm
splurt
saying?
out like you need gummy. You know what I'm saying? You
Gummy
got-
worms, yeah.
Yeah, gummy worms, some peach rings. You
Munchies.
can get a fruit roll up.
Those are great. Munchies.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just because
You know,
you feel loose.
I like Gushers, man.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it's solid, but then you bite into it, you get that little liquid.
Or
you know
when
what I'm
you're-
saying? Like, it's like, yeah.
No,
it's,
the
it's
best
the
part
of
is-
both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding. Ding, motherfucking ding.
Pimp, pimp.
Hooray! Gotta put your pinky up when you do it. Hooray! Or if you're really just blown, just go to 7-Eleven and get yourself a Slurpee.
Yeah.
And some munchie chips or whatever, and
Yeah.
just slip that shit, watch Netflix.
In California, we do things different, man. We
Man.
got 7-Elevens around this
Nah,
motherfucker.
you know what?
All-
Jack in the crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After 9 p.m. though.
Munchie
Yes,
meal.
the munchie.
That's what I'm saying.
motherfucking-
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was leading.
That's a round of applause, Jack in the
Yes.
Box.
Supersize that motherfucker.
Can I get a motherfucking
Motherfucking
Can I get a motherfucking shit?
And if you don't get the much meal, whatever you order, do you want regular fries or curly fries? Nigga, don't disrespect me like that.
Give me them curly fries with ranch,
curly
nigga.
fries.
Yeah, just put ranch on that motherfucker, bro.
Just open the fucking
Open
package.
the fucking ranch and down the fucking bag.
Douse
Put that shit in there. Fuck.
Tell the DoorDash nigga, no, put that shit on there now.
Come on, you read them special instructions, motherfucker.
Nigga start turning into Wayne Brady with them DoorDash motherfucking drivers. This is not an option,
This is
nigga.
not
If you
an
want your fucking tip, I'm telling you to spread that shit.
This is not an option, nigga.
They put Chappelle Show back on Netflix. I binged the fuck out of that.
It's back now? I
Yeah.
thought, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Dave Chappelle's about to be on SNL this week. 4 years after Trump got reelected, or I got elected, and now 4 years later, possibly it's looking scary for him. And he's gonna have the Foo Fighters on as musical guest. I was like, y'all gonna get Kendrick or fucking?
No, they're too busy being out there on the crates for the election. They tired.
Oh,
They gotta stay home now. It's like pitchers. You gotta get
Kendrick?
3 days off.
Kendrick?
All rappers, just in general.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking, there's rumors
All
that
rappers got exhausted.
there was a rumor right before the election that J. Cole is about to drop this week. I was like,
There's a rumor everybody about to drop this
That's
one.
insane. But J. Cole, like, what do we call them? The Dreamers? The Stanners? What do we call the J. Cole folks?
Dreamers.
I like, Dreamers, Pride,
Pride.
Young Simba.
I know, but
That's probably Cole's fan base.
no, I'm not talking about.
That's
That's
what,
Pride.
yeah, that's what we saying.
Pride, but in terms of Dreamville, you call him the Dreamer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a different. Come on.
So I
There
never
is
heard that
difference.
about
Yeah.
Cole. I never heard the Stan coach, the J. Cole Stan base is called the Pride.
Well, yeah, because it's Simba. Like,
I know,
yeah.
but I never heard that until
Yeah.
right now.
Well, you learn something new every day.
I know, right?
Ding.
We're gonna talk about Cole later because it's a big event, my event for him later this month.
2014?
Nah, coming up 10-year anniversary of Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yes, classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We don't
Yeah,
get into
it
that.
dropped on my
Yes.
birthday too, November 13th, right?
Yeah.
It dropped, yeah.
We don't get into that. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
conversation, nigga. This is not an option, nigga.
We
We
gonna
ain't come
have
in
a-
here talking about Friday Night Lights. We gonna have a fucking problem.
Shit, nigga. Oh shit! No,
Oh, fuck.
have you ever seen that picture of Trump? He's about to shake that Canadian Prime Minister hand, and the Prime Minister just looked at his hand. It's like, just nigga. That look on his like,
Or when he tried to do it with the Pope, and the Pope was in filth.
ugh.
Looked at that nigga like he was the plague. It was an omen. You gonna have to deal with COVID. In 2 years from now, I don't even want that on my hands.
It says breaking news. Biden advisor. Oh, I thought I said Trump advisor. Oh, never mind. I thought I was going to say Trump advisor says they feel good about Arizona and Georgia. What? How do you think they feel good?
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So fuck? Nah. Anyway, so where should we start? Movies?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nigga, I went to the fucking movies, nigga.
You already said that, bro.
I'm gonna say it again.
That's the third
Buzz me at the
time you said
movies is back.
So did I, because
I
I
don't
planted
care.
that thought in your mind, first of all.
No, actually, the day after you fucking tried to make fun of me, that's when AMC opened.
Well, no, I first, when we were recording, I planned in your mind because you were almost going to say, hey, let me go, fuck, I got to work.
Yeah.
So it already got planted. I planted the seeds, it was there.
Anyway.
And then when you came to the group chat and was like, oh man, AMC's open, I was like,
Nigga?
well, I ain't going to the movies today, fuck that, because the whole point was to make fun of you. If you going tomorrow, what's
Exactly,
the fucking
that's the
difference?
whole
Like, ain't a big
fucking
deal.
point, nigga.
And then when they said the Cinemark was opening up and I could get my ticket for $4, I was like, yeah, I'm waiting till Tuesday, bro. Like,
How was your
fuck it.
experience?
I already voted for my shit. Like, fuck the
How was
bullshit, bro.
how was your experience at the? I'll tell you about my experience. And what was your experience at cinema?
I had the whole top row to myself.
Nice. So it's like all spread apart and shit.
When I went to go see it,
I know there was no one else in there.
yeah, there was like 7 people, including me, in there all together, and everybody was like,
And
really
concessions weren't open, huh?
Concessions weren't open,
Yeah.
which I was pissed off because I was like, fuck, had I known that, I would have just brought food in right in front of y'all.
That's what I
motherfuckers.
thought
And
too.
like,
That's exactly what I
Yeah.
thought too. But they saying like,
But we trial and error. We got to know how the game gets played.
Yeah.
I do know that movie theaters are renting out for $99.
Mm-hmm.
You're renting out for 20
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
heard
fam,
about that shit.
that is a bargain.
it is.
I told my sister, I was like, yo, bring the fire stick. We're going to take that bitch over. We'll watch the fucking fight in this movie theater, bro. I promise you. I'm going to go up in that motherfucker and watch Red Zone all fucking day.
I'll be fired.
But yeah, no, I mean, it was cool. I mean, AMC is all their theaters recliner.
At the IMAX theater it was.
Did you see it IMAX?
Yup.
Okay, cool. Otherwise, I was like, damn, you poverty.
Oh
Nigga,
my
fuck you.
God,
Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, no, so I had the recliner. As soon as I got my seat, they had this shit like you gotta wear your mask on.
Yeah.
As soon as I realized nobody's coming up in this fucking row, I was like, nigga, ain't wearing no fucking mask. Fuck out of here. Rolled that shit back and was laid up, waiting. Credit, what is it, the
Previews
started rolling. Probably about the fourth preview. I was like, damn, it's a lot of fucking previews.
Yeah, you
like,
got 4 previews?
No,
Yeah,
I said by the fourth one. I was like, damn, we got fucking a lot of previews. I think it went through another 5 of them before they
I
started.
only got 2. I only had 2
Man,
previews.
they were
on
selling
mine.
anything and everything, and I was like, I just don't give a fuck. They had one. I was like, damn, Superman coming out again, and it was just Diane Keaton and who's the dude? Costner. They're in some new movie
Yeah, I
where they
saw
gotta
the
go
trailer.
get the grandson or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I saw
I thought
that.
it was Superman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn, they got Superman on it. Oh no, this just some. All right.
I only had 2. They only showed the trailer for Wonder Woman and the Zendaya movie Doom or whatever.
Those were in the
That was the
late
only.
ones.
That was the only ones they showed, and they said, "Yep, coming soon." And it went right into the movie. But my experience, I walked in there and I bought my ticket online because I was trying to be. I didn't want the shit to sell out or whatever. But
Yeah, I fandangled mine.
yeah, and they pretty much they had a. Well, shit, it is only 20%. It's only 24. I'm not taking no chances. But anyway, they gave me a card. And what?
He said, I ain't taking no. I want to watch.
Come on, man.
Like, ain't nobody, man. That shit was not gonna sell out.
But see, I did my.
You leave that on top, bro.
I always go through Fandango, so that's for me. What made it more for reason for me to do it was because with the Cinemark rewards, since it was the first movie of the day, it was $6.50. But since you Cinemark rewards, they cut it to $6. And then when I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go see it for like $6.50 some change. Then I forgot I had like a $2.50 credit on my account. So I'm like, I'm about to see this bitch for $4 right now. Let me get the
Like
fuck.
we went to go see Star Wars and shit.
Yeah. So that's when I got upset when I saw the concessions was closed. I'm like, oh man, I'm about to take this $2.50, add this shit up, go get a glizzy and a Slurpee. Walk through that motherfucker. That shit said nope. I was like, god damn, this shit is dry.
See, no,
Niggas ain't even got no fucking water.
I know they had that shit wrapped up. Nah, for me, dog. Like they gave me a card and they had me write my name down and write what theater I was in, the seat I was in. I was like, okay,
Really?
no, for tracing. I guess what's it called? Contact tracing. I guess made sense. I was like, I get it.
All they do is scan my phone. They let me in.
No. I did that, but they had me like sign like I
Probably
guess a
so they know
waiver.
where to clean up too. You
That
know what
too.
I mean? Like what do you call it?
Spray and shit
Yeah,
like that.
spray it all down
And
and
contact
shit, you know what I
tracing
mean?
and shit
Yeah.
like that. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just freaking did all that shit. Bought my ticket and I looked and saw the concession stand was closed. And they had it all set up too. They had the fucking social distance shit up and everything. I was like, damn, y'all had this shit set up. So, when the movie, there were like 10 people in there, had my mask on. And the movie itself, though, Christopher Nolan, bro, like, I can understand why he said, yeah, we gotta watch this shit in the movie theaters. What was your thoughts on it?
Christopher Nolan is
Boy,
the intelligent Michael Bay.
yeah.
Oh
That's
shit!
That's
Okay.
a thing. Because
Okay.
if to even explain this shit, when you watch it, it's even hard to explain. You got to get the bare gist of it. When you get a bare gist of the whole plot and just enjoy it like that, it's a fucking trip.
And I mean that as a double-edged sword.
Oh,
it's a good and a
okay.
bad.
I was thinking
Yeah.
good.
It's
But
a
go ahead.
it's a good and a bad.
Expound, if you will, sir.
All right. 41 seconds into this, the first gunshot hits. You're like, all right, cool, bet. I'm like, let's go. Let's start it. As the movie goes on, you're like, wait a minute, what's this nigga's name?
Yeah.
No
For
name.
real?
And it was Denzel's son, by the way. What's his name again?
John David
Washington
No
has
name.
No name.
He is credited as the protagonist.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Are you
I'm
serious?
Dead
And he
the
calls himself
serious.
He calls himself that in the end,
Yeah.
the protagonist.
Okay, if that's like, but still.
But in the whole shit,
kinda
you
weird.
did not know his name.
That's
Don't
kinda
know his
fucking
name.
weird. Yeah, that's.
As it's going on,
Really fucking weird.
you quickly realize you're gonna have to pay attention to this shit. 20 minutes in, however, this is the first time I've done this in the movie theater, and I did it because, again, I had the road to myself. I wasn't bothering nobody. 20 minutes into this shit, I was like, bruh, I don't know what's happening. I pulled my phone out and I opened up Wikipedia. I read Wikipedia while this movie was going on.
Just to get an idea.
I had to know, because nothing is clear at the moment. Like, fam, there's a lot of shit going on. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And, again, when you start kind of putting two and two together, like, all right,
It's time travel.
it's time travel, but there's a twist to this shit.
Boy, it was a
It's
twist.
like, okay. And that's where I got the connection of Christopher Nolan being the intelligent version of Michael Bay, and Michael Bay being the more action junkie version of Christopher Nolan.
Okay. Yeah.
They're the inverse of each other, just like this fucking film is an inverse of each other.
The fight scenes in this shit, the reverse, backwards.
It is wild,
Dude,
Martine.
I looked at that shit like, is this shit really going? How are they doing this?
At one moment, they are going in motion, present time. The next swing
Is
going in reverse because one is the inverse of each other, and so
fuck.
when they're like, okay, and then Rob Pattinson, that's in Twilight,
Batman.
yeah,
or it's the Batman.
Whatever,
So-
it's the Batman.
So he's in it. The scene where like it really becomes clear, like this some shit. They're going down in this room and they look at the glass board, and they see the bullet holes, and they're like looking. They're like, damn, like all this, like how'd it go off? But they look down. There's no showcases. There's no nothing. And then that's when the protagonist is like, it's because it hasn't happened yet. And as soon as he said that, the shit opens up and this dude in a fucking gear mask, just like flies out, but he flies out backwards. And so they start getting into it. The gun, when it starts going off, it starts taking back the bullets.
Even explaining this is just wild.
It's a wild
like,
fucking ride, dog.
Sense, like,
And then the twist, and then
like it does, but it don't. You know what I mean?
And then spoilers. The twist after when you find out it's the protagonist in the past, and they redo the whole fight from his point of view.
Protagonist, it's literally their antagonist is literally them the whole fucking time, just in reverse
in time.
It all happens within a week's time, so it's them going back and trying to correct.
But when they were fighting, I was just like, "You're a fucking genius, Nolan. I don't know how you came up with this shit. How are you doing this?" And they were doing the same fight again in his point of view. I was like, my mind was just like,
They said they ran through easily at least 1,000 extras during making that film.
See, Chris Nolan was like, "You motherfuckers are gonna see this shit."
Yeah.
now I get why they wanted to wait to put it in theaters and shit.
Nah, it was a mind fuck, bro. Like,
dog.
it was some shit.
Yeah.
And then to realize the ending that Rob Pattinson's character. So the whole time there's like this mystique about him, like the protagonist is trying to figure out who he is, even though he's his ally.
Yeah.
And he won't explain it to him. But you can tell like he's not letting everything go. And then you get to the end, and then you like there's a moment where so basically their main enemy is a man with cancer.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get this conductive machine that will end time altogether.
Yeah.
And he's trying to take it to one secure memory that his wife has of him, where it was like she never made me feel more loved in that moment.
Oh,
so
okay.
he's trying to go back to that moment.
Yeah.
Take the cyanide capsule. When he takes the capsule, his heart will stop. His heart's connected to the machine. Everything blows up. He literally will take the world with him as he dies.
Oh, okay.
So they got to stop that shit. In the midst of trying to go through, what was it, the cage door or some shit?
Yeah.
There's a body on the ground. And that's what's fuck. This is the most wild shit. Literally the final battle scene. There's a red team and a blue team.
Yeah.
The red team has to go in the present and the blue team has to maneuver through the past.
Yeah.
So they are literally like a building
intertwined, basically.
So literally it's like, okay, we know that building's about to crash. Let's get it to the right angle and then blow it up at the right time so they can't blow it up. We'll blow it up and we'll take out that. It's like some shit like that. Like,
you thought that was, I don't know how Christopher Nolan came up with this shit.
He said it took 5 years to just write the script.
I can tell.
That makes sense based off of what you guys are telling me.
This dude had Inception.
No, it is Inception and Dark Knight Rises put together.
Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
I'm thinking more.
I won't even say it's Dark Knight.
I'm thinking he said Inception.
Yeah, Inception and Dark Knight Rises. In terms
why
of
Dark Knight Rises, the action?
Because of the tone.
How was it dark?
It's a dark tone, but it's the tone of
and the Dark Knight.
It's the tone of redemption. It's like this feeling of redemption.
I was thinking more like.
Oh, okay.
I can see why.
I get what you're saying.
But I'm just listening to all his movies, like Memento, The Prestige, the Dark Knight trilogy, of course, Inception. I didn't like the other one. What's the other one? Shit, the war movie, Denker, whatever. I didn't like that.
Denmark.
Not Denmark. I don't know. I didn't like that shit.
I don't know.
But and what's it? Interstellar. I was kind of on Interstellar, but this shit right here, boy,
This shit right here.
I can see why WB was like, oh no, you motherfuckers are gonna see this shit.
Yeah. And when I say like it's one of those ones, Martine, where you literally have to pay attention the whole time.
Yeah.
You legit have to pay attention because you'll see one thing and you'll just be like, huh. And literally by the end of the film, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like, this is their version of time travel, not the Back to the Future time travel, which kind of... The Back to the Future time travel theory makes more sense, but this is like a whole different, like, way of looking at time travel. I was like...
Yeah.
Oh, you motherfucking genius. That's a... Nigga...
Shit was wild, man.
So it's not like, what you call it?
What?
The fucking Avengers time travel? It's not like that?
Oh, no.
No. Avengers time travel was just a plot point.
This is Albert Einstein's time travel.
Yeah, that one makes
Where
more
you have
sense.
to abide by the physics that you go. Like, if you're going to go back in time, you're going to move backwards in time.
Oh, shit.
Like, it's that type of reality. Like, no, you just don't get to go back in time and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
No, when you move, you're going to be walking backwards. You're
It's
going
like- so it's like
your
you're fighting
car's
the
momentum
wind.
is going to be driving backwards.
That's
And you're it's like you're fighting against the wind, pretty much.
They have to
That's
wear
fucking crazy.
air
Gas
masks to breathe because without it, you can only last 10 seconds in that reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Chris Nolan is... He's a mastermind, bro. Like, I don't know what else to say, man.
Shit is wild, man.
That shit was wild. Like, did it get to the point you were just sitting there like, is this shit really... What the fuck? Well, you just like, what the fuck?
Again, I gotta be honest. I'm looking through Wikipedia, and there was just moments where I'm like, okay, go next. Like, there was just moments I had to zone out.
Oh, exactly. But when the action sequences started happening.
I mean, again, the action sequence is the action sequence. Like, that's why I feel like those two directors are now and seeing this are always connected. Christopher Nolan, for better or worse, is always going to use the action as a vehicle to explain the intellect of the film. But sometimes he aspires too big. And the intellect is just like, all right, bro. Like, this is. There were moments I was watching this, I was like, this is too much.
So
Like,
what's your
I'm
favorite?
lost.
What's your
It's too
favorite
much.
Chris Nolan movie?
well, no, it's not even about what's my favorite. I'm just comparing those two as directors.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
where
yeah.
he relies on the vehicle of action to get to that, whereas Michael Bay will write a simple ass script
Blow shit up.
and he'll blow shit up using the action as his vehicle to be like, well, that's there, but nah, man. Look at these titties walk by as this building's about to blow up.
In slow motion.
Yeah.
I will never forget
For real.
when me and Isaiah...
360-degree camera angles and shit.
I will never forget when me and Isaiah saw the first Transformers for the first time, right? And we're just sitting there watching it, and we're like, okay, whatever. And there was like explosion shit going on, and then all of a sudden there was a slow motion scene of Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox slowly just turning and looking at each other. So in slow motion, just looked at each other, and then went right back into the action. And then Isaiah was like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
What was the point in that scene?
I set that up 12 years earlier in Bad Boys.
Oh, which part? Which scene?
When weren't they looking in slow motion? They went and shot up his fucking residence and... Julie!
No, but back to Chris Nolan. I remember everyone was confused about Inception when they explained that shit so clearly. Like, they explained the whole concept very, very cleanly, and it made sense.
It was a dream inside a dream inside a dream.
I know that
Inception was elementary compared to this.
Yeah, Inception was like
Really?
they explained
That's
it
crazy.
a lot clearer in Inception.
That's
This-
what was frustrating about this film for me. Like, it's good, but it was frustrating because again, when you don't give me the main character's name, and then you're not fully explaining to me what I'm about to get into, like, I can deal with, okay, cool, like, shit's going backwards, but you need to explain to me what the fuck is going on, and not me figuring it out from the main characters. Oh, hey, yeah, so if you do it this way, that way, yeah, let's do it. Like, fam,
I think he wants you to see
draw
this.
the shit out,
He
please.
wants you
Let
to
me
see
know.
this multiple times so you can connect it and shit, so he can make more money. Oh, you got money!
I mean, he would have got more money from. I would have went back to the movies if they made it clear. Now
Yeah.
with this, I'm gonna
If
just
it
wait
was-
till it comes on.
If it was like easier
streaming.
to understand and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
seeing it in IMAX, that was kind of an experience. Like, you,
Oh, I saw it in IMAX too. It
Yeah,
was
that's what I
it was good when it was good, but it was mad confusing when I needed it to be clear.
Right.
Chris Nolan's like, shit, you gonna be clear, nigga. Use your mind.
Use your imagination.
Use your imagination.
I wrote something, but you gotta think.
You gotta think. Just to pimp a butterfly.
It's on you to figure shit
backwards.
out.
It's like damn with to pimp a butterfly.
Hooray!
Pimp, 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 pimp. Hooray! Gotta put the pinky up. Every time he said that, I always put my pinky up.
You do that. I don't care about no damn pinky.
Well, you should. Damn,
I
he
care-
is
I care about
narrowing
these
in on
motherfucking-
Pennsylvania. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I'm focused on right now, bro. Shit.
Man,
There you go.
Shit, that's hilarious.
There you go. That was the right button.
Anyway, what else? What's next?
Mandalorian season 2 premiere drop.
Oh yeah,
Fuck,
I watched the
have
first.
not.
I passed. I think I was on. Did you watch it?
Yeah,
What'd you think? Oh yeah.
that ended, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that shit.
I won't say it.
Did not see.
You want us to
Did not
spoil
see-
it?
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No.
Ooh, that ended.
That ending, boy.
Oh, you gonna see a familiar face? You're gonna be like, no,
No
fucking,
fucking
way.
way.
Oh shit.
That's how it ends.
Yeah,
With Sasha Banks.
not really.
Yeah, not
That's what
really.
it is. I'm gonna fight you, bro. That's what it is. We
You know what's fucked up? You know what's
If
fucked up?
if she's in the show, so be it. I don't care.
No, she's on the show.
No, I know she's on it, but I'm
she's
saying
not.
like,
She's
if
not on
she's
this
in
episode.
this one,
She's not on this episode.
cool. But if that's how it ends, I'm gonna
With
fight
Sasha
you.
Banks?
I'm gonna fight you.
Alright. It's fucked up because WWE have not even promoted her ass on the fucking show. They only put up one little Twitter, but they have not mentioned it on Raw or SmackDown or nothing. I was like,
well,
and
'cause
she's
it's
a
not
woman.
WWE fucking.
But she's a fucking WWE superstar, and it's like on the biggest platform ever. Like,
yeah,
it's Disney and
I
Star
get you.
Wars.
Believe me, I understand, but it's not a WWE production.
That's a damn.
So-
well, okay, but if it was like,
You know-
no. But the thing is, I know if it was another wrestler, like a white wrestler, a white
okay.
female wrestler with blonde
Well, you
hair,
also gotta remember the affiliation with Fox too.
Yeah,
and
That's
she
gonna
is
play
on
a
Fox.
role. That's gonna play a role in that too.
That's probably the biggest.
Remember,
thing.
Disney had to let go of all the Fox networks because they couldn't make it a
Oh
monopoly.
yeah, I forgot about that shit.
So that again, when it's not a WWE production,
Or
and
I'm
you're
just
on-
saying, no. I'm just saying, just put a little blurb like, oh yeah, Sasha Banks is on the Mandalorian.
I mean, no, understandable.
Yeah.
But this is different from other releases.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. It's
There's
just
there's different brands involved.
Yeah, I
So
get
you
it.
don't know what,
Yeah.
what
And
could
contracts.
be. Yeah.
like, if she was on the USA Network, then they probably would have really talked about
Like
it.
for all you know, Vince McMahon, and you know, I rarely cut him slack. For all you know, Vince is like, yo, plastered everywhere. Fox picked up that phone like, you better fucking not.
Fuck you think this is, nigga? Y'all.
Nigga, you gonna promote the mouse, you gonna sleep with the fucking mice.
Shit.
This is not an option,
Nigga.
nigga. You will not promote that fucking
You know
mouse.
what's funny is that his wife, Linda McMahon, was part of Trump's cabinet, and she was the only sane person on his cabinet, and she jumped ship like years ago. She got,
You know.
and the thing was, she was never problematic. She only retweeted the shit that contained to her, like her little what's it called, small business cabinet.
yeah.
She only retweeted those. And then
Right.
she just stayed on business and did what she wanted to do. And then when she saw the ship was looking bad, she's like,
Time
I'm
to
out.
go.
Yeah, I'm out. And that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She was like, and she was the least problematic person in his cabinet. That's the wildest part. Shout out to Linda McMahon. I don't know. Let me say that.
So I just wanted to say that. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all it was leading towards.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, music.
Oh no, I gotta talk about something that everybody was talking about before this election hit. It was the final big fight on the streets before the election.
What final big fight?
Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz.
Was that knockout shit?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
Big
ain't
tank.
watched.
Oh yeah, I thought it was
Big
sports.
tank.
Oh yeah.
It was a good fight. It was good till it hit that moment in the 6th round. Big Tank said, yeah, bing! Hit that nigga
Going to jail now.
And Santa Cruz's face moved up here, but his mouth went this way,
Oh, it was on some Rocky
and
shit.
his body just collapsed. He was done.
Yeah, Rocky shit.
Yeah, he
Like
was done.
legit.
Yeah. And the funny part about it was, whoever the commentator was, he was bigging up Cruz, and he's like, if Davis thought he was gonna be able to get his, oh my god.
Oh.
It's like he was bigging up Santa. If he thought it was gonna be an easy way, oh my god! I was like, you should have just sat there and ate your fucking
Eat
food.
your fucking food. So we don't.
Yeah, no, that was the big one, and then that was big because, of course, Floyd Mayweather was a part of Tank's camp, which then leads to former affiliate Adrian Bronner.
No.
Adrian Bronner
Somebody did this.
No, we Bronner today.
He's Bronner? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it, he's Bronner.
Dr. Bronner be using psychedelics in that soap, so he Bronner today.
Oh, shit.
Adrian Bronner. This motherfucker been going on the gram doing it big, flashing money.
Yeah, that's what he
all
does.
that jazz.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
The police said, hey, thank you, fam. We on the way to pick your ass up right now.
Play it for the jury in the
They went and picked up that boy. He said, yeah, you know, you behind on some taxes and shit, my man.
Oh.
He said, hey, man, that's just my man's money that I was using up on the gram. They said, word. There's photo and footage of this. They took their phones out and were showing him the videos.
Oh, shit.
That's sad. That's just... That's sad.
Which again,
Jesus Christ, man.
it just touches on my point. You can use your phone to make citizen arrests, but you can't do it to make a vote.
That's a ding.
That's a ding.
That's a ding.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Damn it.
Come on, man. What, like, come on. I wish people do this for the gram. They're like, don't stop, baby. Keep doing it for the gram. I want to see if they get you on a Rico after this, my nigga.
Shit. Since we're staying on sports. Well, since it looks like Biden is kind of, dwindling Trump's lead and shit. You know what's dwindling?
Snap back to reality.
We suck again!
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
My Niners suck again! Well, not the JV status, but God was saying, you will not be great this year. You are done.
Yeah, just,
Nah, it's beyond JV status, bro. This is Pop Warner.
No.
This is the medical unit.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
No. I
medical
remember
unit.
I remember the Pop Warner years,
Yeah,
man.
because, at least, look, check us out. This is the reason why I'm saying it like that. We actually had a full team back then. It was trash.
Tim Rattay. It was when Tim Rattay and Alex Smith were both injured. We didn't know who our quarterbacks were going to be. We didn't know who our running backs were going to be. We were just...
No, we know who the running back was. That was easy.
No, when Frank Gore was injured too, remember?
No.
What, back then?
No, he was not injured back then. You fucking smoking rocks.
No, I remember in his
Like,
first season, he was injured. Him and Barlow were injured.
Ooh. Really?
I remember that distinctly.
Dude, Frank Gore never really had a major injury in the NFL.
Yeah, he has.
No.
He was gone for like 2... I remember he was injured. I remember that season. I remember that he was gone, and then we didn't know who our running backs were going to be. I remember that distinctly. He was out for like a few weeks. He was injured. I remember that.
The only time I remember not having a running back or not knowing who was going to be
it was a Dennis
when
Erickson.
Kaepernick was the fucking quarterback.
It was a Dennis Erickson season. But the fact is,
Either way.
we remember when we were trash. This
Yes.
shit, it's creeping there. If y'all don't know, I mean, the Seahawks beat us. I knew that was going to happen, but how they beat us, I was like, you know what? I know it's going to happen. So when they scored, when it was 20-7, I turned that shit off. And the election's in a few days. I don't need this shit. I'm going to watch Netflix.
I don't need this negativity in my life.
I'm going to watch Shameless right now.
The most games that Frank Gore missed while he was with the 49ers was the 2010 season when he missed 5 games.
Told you. Never had a major injury.
All right.
Thank you.
14 games, 16 games, 15 games, 14, 11 was the lowest. Oh, and what do you know?
What?
His final 4 seasons with the 49ers, he played all games every year.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. He's still a Niner. In my eyes, Frank Gore's
he's
always going to be a Niner. Like,
easily.
Oh, what do you know? When he left the 49ers, he still put up 3 more full seasons in Indianapolis.
He's never going to retire.
The lowest amount of games he's played as of right now is 8, and that's because we're midway through the season.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but back to
man.
the Seahawks beat our ass, and after that, injuries just started popping up again. Garoppolo fucked up his sprain again, and he's out indefinitely. Coleman got injured again.
On IR.
IR now.
even
Fucking Kittle fucked up
for real.
too. He's on IR. Who else?
Kendrick Bourne
Oh,
got
no, that's just the
COVID.
injury.
Yeah.
They had to close the facility because it's COVID. How do I know
Seriously.
this? Let me explain to you two motherfuckers how I know this. I just got done setting up my damn waiver wire and all this shit. And right when I was Ironborn, like, let me go add this nigga real quick. Get the fucking notification. Oh, he's out for COVID reasons. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not somebody I'm going to get. So who the fuck's on this waiver wire? Oh, what happens 2 hours later? They say the Rook is out because he was in contact with the motherfucker that had COVID. Now I gotta pull another motherfucker out my damn lineup for that.
Sorry.
Oh, and whatever else happens, but that leaves outside the 49ers facility. Now I gotta go to fucking Baltimore. My goddamn rookie linebacker. I gotta pull him out the goddamn lineup. Oh, and he's playing the Packers tomorrow. Well, Aaron Jones is out, so why didn't I just go get Julian Williams? Ah, that nigga got COVID too.
You done?
Damn.
Nigga, I'm losing on everything. I basically gave away my fantasy football money just to secure the rookies this year.
So you're feeling like how 45's feeling right now. You literally
no,
saw it all
He's
drink.
feeling
No.
like he's filling out John Lynch.
Because I at least have my rookies for next year.
Yeah, that's true. You do. John Lynch is like motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we also got rid of Quan Alexander, and I know that pisses you off the most. Martin.
Boy, does that.
This fucking roster flipping around more than the Temptations. Like, damn.
No one came to see you, Otis. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty much who we got now, Otis.
We have all practice squad receivers right now. For, against the Packers. No big deal.
Aaron Rodgers.
We'll be all right.
They got 2 running backs.
Fuck out.
One of the running backs. Oh, shit, this is even better.
Okay,
Let me tell you, I got McKinnon because I thought McKinnon was gonna take over when Mostert was out.
Yeah.
You know what they told me about this motherfucker?
What?
He got tired legs.
Yep.
They said that in the report. He got tired legs. What the fuck is Forrest Gump? He got tired legs. Get this nigga some magic legs then. What the fuck are you talking about? He got tired legs.
Like I said, God didn't want us to be great this year. So he's like, you guys are playing in a pandemic. Nah, you need the fans in here. Injured. And see, when Nick Bosa went down, that was the indication. This ain't it this year. I'm like, damn, Bosa went down.
That's what you thought. When I said, oh, this shit is bad.
When Bosa went down the second game, that's when it was bad.
Yeah, no, but I fucking said it went as soon as Buckner was traded.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, John Lynch. You just set us back.
Well, like I said,
Look, man.
Can't defend it now.
Can't defend it now because Quan was the reason.
Yeah.
And what happened to Quan?
Oh, he's traded
To the Saints.
for Kiko Alonso.
Hey! I like Kiko. Kiko's not here in bed.
Yeah, he's from Los Gatos.
Yeah, Los Gatos.
Yeah, he's
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
He's cool.
He's at
And he played at Oregon.
He's at Oregon with Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got no issue with him. You know what I mean? But come on, man. You could have if this was the fucking
That
be the outcome. Hindsight being 2020. Whatever, right? If this was gonna be the fucking outcome, why the fuck didn't you just trade him early on? Why did you trade him in the offseason instead of fucking Buckner?
All I know.
And keep that.
at this
Wait, hold
rate-
up. Wait, listen to my logic though, okay? Because I'm speaking just on some sports on the field level, not no fucking salary cap bullshit. Because if you would have traded Quan, you could have kept both of the D linemen. But my whole thing is keeping that front line together.
I understand.
Because they were the driving force behind that Super Bowl team.
I know.
I understand.
That's my biggest fucking thing.
But what
Go
I'm going
ahead.
to hit you is what
Go
I hit
for
with
it.
everybody else when they do hypotheticals.
Yeah.
You tend to only think on the positives that what could have happened. Let's say we keep Buckner.
Mm-hmm.
And in game 3, Buckner has a career-ending injury.
But did it happen?
But we're talking hypothetical, so anything
did
can
it
happen.
but
But
I'm
anything
saying-
can
I'm
happen.
talking-
But did you
No,
die?
no.
Something
I'm
that's
looking
from
at
Hangover.
what he's doing right now.
Oh, no, of
you know
course,
what I'm saying?
of course.
Obviously.
But what he's doing right now don't translate in an alternate world if that directly happens. That's what I'm saying. We tend to always think
Doing
of
some
only
Tenet
the
shit right
positives in a
Yeah,
hypothetical.
you're
but
going down a rabbit hole, though.
that's what
dog.
I'm saying. We tend to only think about the positives, and that, of course, it infuriates us.
And
But there's that one lone chance where, I could have had my way, but your
What?
way just...
I'm sorry to cut you off. Oh man, Super Dave, I feel sorry for you, man.
What does Super Dave say in the comments?
His first 3 picks: Saquon Barkley,
Ugh.
George Kittle,
And OBJ,
and
right?
OBJ.
Some break niggas should have played Dynasty League. Just stash some niggas on the IR, you get them back next year.
Kittle
I know
must-
a bunch of cats ain't playing Dynasty and they going like, at least that's what I can fall back on. It's like,
Yeah.
alright, I just gave y'all money for this
And you
year.
know Kittle has to be pissed because he was really looking forward to this season because he
Oh,
worked
yeah.
his ass off. He was calling it the revenge tour.
Yeah.
And God was like,
Nah, bro.
That's what
Take-
happens.
take
I
a
mean, you
seat.
put your foot down for the, only LeBron can do a revenge tour because LeBron be getting hated on for years on years on years. Kittle, like, I love you, bro, but
he was looking
you've been
for
doing this for a cool minute. Like, you can't have no revenge tour.
Yeah.
Go out there and do a make it tour first.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Man, I
part,
was looking forward to that Cowboys game because I wanted it to be like everyone at full health and shit. Now we both trash. So, well.
Ain't nobody at full health going to that game.
I
Shit.
know.
You have to pull the replacements out.
shit.
You
Like
have
I
to start.
said,
You have to
man.
start drafting motherfuckers from college to fill that game up.
Niggas from the street, man.
Practice squad receivers. The entire
Yeah.
that's all we got.
We
bro.
barely got any corners, man.
We're on our fucking second string quarterback. We're on our
Sherman
fucking
might as well just sit
fifth
out for the
string running back. And
Sherman
shit.
might as well just sit out the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Kittle might
Might
as well sit out the
well.
rest of the season.
Yeah,
Garoppolo's probably gone.
look, man.
Robo's gone. Period. I think that's a quarterback change happening.
And that's what I've been saying.
That's all. Yeah. When I came in, I was like, it don't look like he's playing.
know.
And I will say this, in retrospect,
Tank for Trevor.
no. In retrospect, we make fun of the Bears for passing up on Watson and Mahomes. We got to get off of them because if you look at history, the Niners also passed them up too.
You're right,
But
we built a defense.
Cool, but we gave up Patrick Mahomes.
I understand what you're saying. I get it.
Could have had Patrick Mahomes and then worried about the defense later.
But we built
You know what I'm saying?
we
built
built
a
a
defense.
top tier defense. Like
I know.
that doesn't happen very often.
I
you
know,
what I mean?
and I understand.
The problem
And
is that
again-
we traded away our fucking heart and soul.
And that's what but that's what I'm getting at. Another hypothetical. Hey, we was already dealing away the defense anyways.
you know what would be
At least you
hilarious?
get a quarterback.
You know what would be hilarious is if the Niners still beat the Packers somehow, some way.
Dog, if that
You
happens,
see
I
what
swear to
Devontae
God.
doing?
I know, but still, just hypothetically, since you're on that shit, what would happen?
I mean, I would like to hope, but
It would be hilarious. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Because
Yeah, it would
because
be.
Devontae got
we're
like
like
100
his fucking
touchdowns the last 2
kryptonite.
weeks.
Because we're like his fucking kryptonite.
Well,
We're like
we
Aaron
are
Rodgers.
when we're good.
Yeah.
Like,
You ain't got no corners, man.
Hey, yo, no. Don't.
Mosley's
don't,
good.
Don't, I was gonna say
Mosley's good.
Mosley good, but nah, man. Verrett is playing like a fucking all pro, and I wrote him off because he kept getting injured. This year, wow. Just fucking wow, man. Like if it was hypotheticals. If it was him and fucking Sherman on the field at the same time,
Shit.
nobody could pass on us.
Salute to him.
But
This Aaron Rodgers and Devontae.
yeah,
I know. I'm just saying.
seriously.
Yeah, we're gonna see on Thursday.
Unfortunately,
They ain't rescheduling. They said,
I don't know. Y'all
we ain't
niggas.
flexing this to Sunday.
For real.
Nah, y'all gonna
You gonna get this money.
Like,
You gonna get this
Thursday?
work.
Yeah, nah. Y'all playing on Thursday
Yeah.
for sure.
But the election's going on. I don't give a fuck.
Make us this money.
We gonna mix this money.
Y'all got any more on the Niners? Because we still got some shit to talk
I'm
about.
done.
This nigga Javon Wims.
Javon
I ain't never seen a nigga get into a fight that already got CTE.
That was
But
hilarious.
this nigga went into the fight, and I was looking at that like, that boy got a level of CTE already.
Wasn't it
Has to.
because of the chain and shit?
No, so
Okay, he said no.
Bears is playing the Saints. For those who don't know at this point, I still don't understand how you don't know, but that's not the point. Bears are playing the Saints. Saints have had, I guess Martin, you should say, recent histories of bad blood with the Bears. When it came down to Cohen a year or two ago, he was making fun of man's height. In this game, they was poking people within the face mask and all that.
Right.
So, I get it. Like, you testing the line.
Yeah.
I just have this ideology of I don't care how bad it gets. If you feel the need as a grown ass man to swing your fist
Yeah.
and it's not encapsulated in a boxing glove onto a helmet, you are a dumbass. There's just no getting around it.
It's funny when he punched him the first
Well,
time.
no, but that's what I'm saying. So,
Oh yeah, and then he took a step back. He was like,
He's like, wait a minute.
"Wait, hold on,
So-
you didn't flinch? Let's do this again."
So to get to that point, the cornerback that he swung on, I forget what his name is.
Yeah,
he had already
I
been
don't know.
like poking, snatching, doing all that to him.
Yeah.
Wims on that play was off on some
He was doing some other receiver.
guarded by
shit.
Jenkins.
Yeah, it was guarded by somebody else.
And immediately he ran away from him. Right when the play
When the
ended,
play, he went right over
ran
to
over
the
to the
boy
homeboy.
Yep.
and looked at him and then just
And then
punched.
first we thought he was trying to snatch the chain.
Punched the shit out of him.
No, but the
First
thing
we thought he was
like,
trying to snatch the chain.
Yeah.
Come to find out there was no chain involved. He
Right.
went and snatched the mouthpiece.
Ugh.
That's another level of disrespect.
Take
that,
your
like-
mouthpiece off, nickel.
Yeah.
What?
So he snatches it, and then he just whack on the helmet.
And then the dude just was like, wait a minute. And then he looked at the ref like, you see this shit?
Like he was, he
For real,
was.
though.
It was just the level of, is this nigga serious?
Yeah, that was what.
Right.
Is this nigga serious?
Right.
And then when he did it again, and they was like, oh, he's serious. I bet. And none of them, they scrammed on that nigga.
Yeah.
It was 4-on-1. He went to
yeah.
the ground. And the wildest thing was he got up and he was smelling himself, feeling himself, and I was like, why did you do that? Because now you gonna fuck around and get suspended for at least a game. And
Serious.
I looked at homie's contract. It ain't big. So now he's suspended 2 games, and I did the percentages of that contract. He gave away like 12% of his overall contract this year just for that.
That's
Oh.
And I was like,
hate to see
fam,
it.
for what? Like, there was better ways to defend your honor than doing that.
Yeah, no, definitely that. I will say though, the reason what he gave, anyways, he threw it earlier in the game. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if he threw it earlier in the game at him, but I heard like the rumor was that he spat on Wims. So
See,
if
I
it's
have a hard time believing that, only for the fact that if anybody spit on you, you're going to keep. I may call him an idiot for swinging on the helmet, but if you get spit on, you lose all frame of mind, and you're just gonna keep swinging until they down on the ground. So that's why I don't buy the spitting thing. Like you would have found a way to get that nigga on the ground. Long time
Anybody
ago.
spits
Aim
in
for
my
the neck.
face.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Anybody-
not that serious. Aim for the
Anybody
neck,
spits
bro.
on my face, it's instant. You getting your ass whooped.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's game.
Blouse
It's a wrap.
I love it how game blouse is like a saying now.
I mean, it is.
I know.
Is it
Yeah.
not? Like,
I don't know. I just remember every time I played like 2K with Red, we would just say first we just clowned around like gang blouses, and then all of a sudden every time we make a winning like point or whatever, blouses, blouses. That's all we say. Not even game, just blouses. Anyway,
With that being said, are you ready?
for some football.
No, I asked you.
Are
ready?
you ready?
Are you ready?
For what, nigga?
Tom Brady got Antonio Brown.
And I've
That
been
nigga makes his debut this Sunday.
I know. How long you giving him?
Oh, he gonna make it. He gonna make it. He will make it this time.
Are you sure?
The way Arians was talking about that motherfucker, yeah, he gonna make it this time.
It's funny how Tom Brady had a winning month and the Patriots had a losing month.
Well, I'll say this.
Very interesting.
I'll say this. A lot of people have been going towards, Tom Brady versus Belichick. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady would have been losing had he stayed in New England because there's still some facts that need to be pushed out.
Like,
7 of their top defensive players already checked out because of COVID, so they didn't even show up. So that was 7 of their defensive players right there.
okay.
Their line has been injured throughout the season.
Well, their line has been decimated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on one hand, you got that. Even with Cam and him not playing good, remember, he came back from COVID, so we don't know the effects on that on his overall health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can go to Tom versus Bill, but what do you really...
more?
Yeah, there's a
into it
lot
than
more to that than just...
Yeah.
It's bigger than that.
Not,
and on top
to
of that...
mention all the weapons Tom has.
and on top of that, he leaves New England where 7 of their defensive players are... They already checked out. And he goes to the Bucks where they're like, yeah, we just building up on this defense. Come on in.
Yeah.
Fuck
No,
it.
we're just building on this whole ass
Oh,
team.
I could get Gronkowski out of fucking
Yeah.
retirement. I could get fucking Antonio Brown to be better again mentally.
And I already got both of these guys.
Right.
Like, Mike
Fuck
Evans is
you.
Cam
Godwin and
throwing,
shit.
got Cam throwing the mannequins and shit. And then
Damn.
this motherfucking Tom Brady got 5 fucking all-pro
Nigga
catches
fumbled,
on his damn...
fumbled
Yeah.
the ball. Nigga
Serious.
fumbled the ball during a crucial point of the game, man. And I'm like, damn, Cam, damn.
It's
And
cold.
then who are the running backs they
Kobe.
just got? Was it Le'Veon Bell?
No, that's
No,
Chiefs.
that's-
No, that's
that's
even the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault. But they got a
And
running
then
back.
in adding Le'Veon Bell, Patrick Mahomes, I think, finished the first quarter with 9 for 10, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The game he played against the Jets.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Fucking perfect passer rating when he ended his first
$500 million man right there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm about to say, though, man. For that money that they're paying him, that's what he better
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
You
You
feel
know what I
me?
mean? Like,
Half a
seriously.
billion? You want half a
You
billion?
gotta do that shit.
This is not an option, nigga. You better play good.
Tariq
real.
Hill caught his touchdown, and he ran into the stands where it was all
Nothing.
covered off.
Yeah.
Because, like, the next 10 rows, that's where the fans actually started. So he kept his distance, and he's, like, looking, and he's, like, then he threw the ball to get into the crowd.
You're like, yeah. Fucking Tariq Hill runs like a slave, bro. That boy's fast. Like, dude. Like, I know there's no reason why he should be that
He's
fast.
as fuck.
He's following the drinking gorge.
Yeah, him and Mostert and Coleman at one point were like fast as fuck.
Dalvin Cook said, fuck everybody.
Why? What happened with him?
Shit, he had 4 touchdowns. That Packers.
I didn't watch that game.
That
at
Packers
all.
Minnesota
I
game.
They were winning, but that was it.
Only 4 people technically were part of touchdowns.
Yeah.
So Dalvin Cook had 4.
Yeah.
3 of them he ran in by himself. 1 of them he caught. So technically the QB was part of that.
Right.
And Devontae caught all 3 of the Packers touchdowns.
Oh fuck.
So really 2 specialty players
Didn't they come back and
accumulated for all the touchdowns.
Didn't they come
That's
back and beat the
fucking
Packers?
No, they lost. No, Minnesota was never down. They just went back and forth.
Never down.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yep. Well, shit. I feel like something else happened in sports. I feel like something else happened in the NFL.
There's a good amount.
I feel like more shit happened.
Not too much.
Raiders won. No, they lost.
The other one.
Oh, yeah,
They won.
Yeah, they won.
They won.
And it just feels like
Scrappy
so long
game.
ago because of this damn election.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. This shit is like taking over my whole week.
Well, yeah.
Like, no joke.
When it was the week of, I didn't really care about football. I was like, okay, whatever, man. I just want to get this shit over with. And it's still going.
I mean, I turned in right at 9:55
I mean, I did watch Red Zone.
just to put Red Zone on, just to watch the fucking countdown go from 5 minutes.
Those were, oh man, that's the shit. When you're getting your breakfast ready and shit like that, and you got that shit counting, I'm like, oh shit. Then Scott Hansen comes on. Fuck. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he takes a piss because he's constantly talking. He really is.
You better be careful. Wolf gonna come and take his fucking job.
Well, that nigga from MSNBC.
They out there working.
I bet you they cannot wait till this is over, like so they can sleep.
I don't think they want it to end soon enough.
Yeah.
I think they trying to secure more bags. Their agents is like, yo, man, I almost got MSNBC ready to kick that motherfucker off the set for you, Wolf. You just got to go another. You got to give me another half round, baby.
Go in the counties. Look at this.
Payday.
Just zoom in into the like this nigga gonna zoom
You gonna
into
fuck
all
around-
the counties.
you gonna
Put
fuck
that
around
shit in
and
3D.
You're gonna fuck around and get LeBron and Rich Paul looking at that like, hey man, we can move into the political game with these
Nah,
analysts.
these screens that these motherfuckers are they have these niggas are zooming into the state and the counties and shit. They gonna make that shit 3D and make it all hologram in the future.
It's gonna be like the NFL camera,
Tight, man.
NFL 22.
NFL 22.
Shit.
It's fire. I'm like, I don't know how they did it. Fox News ones will tell it ghetto though. I saw the Fox News screen compared to MSNBC and CNN's. Shit.
I mean, it's simple.
CNN is the dopest, man. Like, seriously.
I think MSNBC has
just
a better
the
one.
dopest.
Ish.
See, the problem I have with NBC in
MS.
general,
I know.
you know what it is.
Yeah. I know. Bill.
Nah, they're just like, and granted, I have a thinking of a Democrat. You know what I mean? For the most part, for the most part, they are way too fucking democratically driven.
Yeah, now
Way
CNN is the
It's the balance.
vibe.
And I
22.
explained
the balance,
I explained this to you before you came on the air. They are the vibe to me, like Vibe magazines, because how I explained this, the analogy I made, this is back then when rap magazines were really still like popping and shit like that, right? So you had XXL, then you had The Source. XXL was on Shady Records nuts. Super tough like that. And I'm an M fan. I liked it, but it got to a point I was like,
Yo, this is too much.
yeah, a little too much. Gave me your own
This is too
fuck.
much.
They gave Shade 45 their own magazine. Remember that shit?
Well, explain.
I know.
Because there was a point to get to that.
I know there's a reason why it happened.
Yeah.
Because of the whole shit with The Source and the
Gotta
whole.
start with the cause first.
I know the cause, the whole source of the. But it got to a point
Well,
where
you
it was
also
like.
got. It's more than that. You also got to cite what happened with Elliot Wilson.
I know all that
You know?
shit, but the point I'm trying to say, it was like right wing and left wing. It was like there was XXL, then there was The Source. There was just like left and right, and it was like completely biased on both sides. Then you got the Vibe, and it was just right in the middle. I like reading Vibe more. Vibe magazine. Man, I miss Vibe magazine.
I take it as the opposite. I see MSNBC as more.
That's XXL. The Fox News is fucking The Source.
Well, that's what I'm saying. CNN. That's what I'm saying. CNN is.
That's why CNN.
The
Yeah,
CNN is
it's
Vibe.
It's right in the middle.
Okay, I thought you were saying
It's the
MSNBC.
balance.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, MSNBC's XXL.
Okay.
The Source.
Yeah, no, I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's why I miss Vibe magazine. I really do. I miss this hip hop magazines. Period. I know it's a new day and age, but just going to the newsstand and just seeing that. Like I was at my work and they had the XXL freshman right on the fucking check stand shit. I was like, oh shit, bought that shit. It was like I knew, it was rare.
I
just
miss
wanted
it to a certain extent. I'm in my car all day. So
I know,
need to
I know.
read magazines, put on a podcast.
I know it's a new
yeah,
day. It's a new
true,
day and
okay.
age, but it's just
Speaking
like
of podcasts, side
Yeah.
note, I got one for y'all to.
listen to.
Yeah.
What is it besides this podcast?
So it is. Excuse me. It's part of NPR brand. Louder Than a Riot.
Louder Than a Writer?
Riot.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Louder Than a Riot is about the relationship between hip hop and criminalization.
That's
They.
interesting.
it's well put together. Like, really well put together. They even spend 3 parts on Mac from No Limit.
Oh,
When they were talking about the club shooting, there's 3 episodes dedicated to that. And in that, they start bridging and correlating certain moments of that into other moments that were going on in hip-hop that...
Like, at the time. And
Yeah.
That, like, connected to it.
Yeah.
Got you.
And then the most recent episode is the day the mixtape died, which it focused on what
DJ
happened.
Drama?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Ooh.
I saw that shit.
That was a great fucking episode.
Really?
Like, yeah. I've really learned about myself listening to really specific hip hop journalism. Because this is a form of journalism. In general, when it goes back to like certain points that are real nostalgic for me, I actually will get to the point where I'll get brought to like tears. Like, it just means so much to me. So like, it went to the point where Drama was first explaining the first Gangsta Grills, and when he brought Lil Jon on, and Lil Jon said the Gangsta did the tag for the very first time.
Oh, yeah.
And like, in doing that, like, as I'm driving, like,
Tears
little
came
specks
in
of
there?
tears were like dropping, because it was like, dog, like, this is Gangsta Grills, like, this is a part of our
Culture.
this is part of our individual youth. Like,
Yeah, our youth. Yeah.
this was our streaming mixtape for our streaming.
That Piff, yeah.
Yep.
No, even before that,
I
Piff.
know,
Like, you know
I
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just in general, like,
Finding the
moments
links.
like that, like,
For real.
yeah, like just moments like that really had a great impact on us as part of this culture. Like, I've learned that about myself, because it wasn't just this. Like, there'll be something else, and I'll be, mind my business, and as soon as something pops up that brings like a real nostalgic feel where I feel it,
Feel that
like
shit.
it's a yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But Louder Than a Riot, I highly recommend that for not only hip hop fans, but fans that want to hear more than just the typical. We're talking rapper versus rapper. That those kind of things.
give me the history.
Finding the hip hop culture and seeing how it's intertwined to something that is so ugly
Right.
within this country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mixtapes really did die. I think Drake killed it.
No,
Drake, well,
no.
what, the Popo?
You'll listen to this and you will understand it. Yes. Drake did not kill the mixtape. Drake actually, when you listen to this, Drake actually helped save the art form of the mixtape. It was just a different way of
It
them
evolved.
doing it.
It evolved.
Okay.
Yeah, they killed. He killed the original way the mixtape sounded. and he evolved it.
No, who's the record industry, the one that's on all the plaques. They're the RIAA.
Yeah.
certified?
RIAA, yeah.
They killed the mixtapes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Straight
And the
edge.
fucked up part about it was they were paying Drama
I believe it.
in the midst of them fucking up and killing.
That was
the
crazy
mixtapes.
when they arrested his ass just for his music, and they got his shit like it was like a drug cartel and shit. Like he had drugs, getting all his mixtapes and CDs like it was drugs. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's just CDs. Are you serious?
It's just CDs, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, check that episode out. 'Cause,
I will.
Yeah, nah. If there's one thing I'll defend on with Drake, is that Drake actually helped evolve the tape and get it to the Dat Piff. And help Dat Piff actually, maneuver.
Yeah.
Because I feel like without Drake in that role, mixtapes is probably like officially like, I don't know what we're going to do with this.
Yeah. Because of So Far Gone, that's when we got the warm up. That's when we got fucking
You started getting more,
House of
or you started getting
Balloons.
more original content on the tapes. Is I guess what I'm trying
Oh,
to
okay.
say.
Yeah.
quality of
Yeah.
music. Not
You started
like,
getting more. You started getting music that
mastered
would have
shit.
been put on an album, and it's like, no, this is how I'm gonna catch my wave, because at that point you can't use the overall beats because they send the feds out to go get people now.
Yeah, so you gotta be original now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, Busta.
Woo.
Okay.
And I've been waiting, baby.
So, I'm trying to find the ways to be
Busta
nice
released
about
his album E.L.E. 2.
the E.L.E. extension level event to The Wrath of God, and I was low key excited about this because this is like the first solo Busta Rhymes album in what years? 4 years? 5 years?
It's been a while.
Been a long, like
At least
11
7.
years.
At least 7.
Like 11 years. When did the Big Bang drop? No, not
Is that the last one?
No, Back on My BS was
back on my
2009.
BS. Yeah, 2009. So yeah, damn near 11 years.
I think I have
10
a
years.
feeling he dropped one more this past decade.
But I think it's that solo shit with Q-Tip, I think.
Like,
that
he dropped
collab shit.
something, yeah.
But yeah, this is his first solo album in a long while. And I was low-key excited about it. An Extinction Level Event, that's like his first album, his classic album. And I was like, okay.
It's his...
I wouldn't call it a classic.
Yeah.
Well, not classic.
Well, I mean, some people would, but I think it was his third or fourth album.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I pressed play. And shit was 7 minutes. And it kept going. I heard Chris Rock talking. And kept talking and kept talking.
Oh, there's a...
Yeah, like a 5-minute intro.
No, there's E.L.E. 2 Reloaded.
Oh yeah, that's the deluxe edition.
That just came out.
Yeah, and they put that Eminem fucking record. What's it called? Slow Down. That shit came out 4 years ago. The one that Chang did the cover for.
Look, Busby's being nice to everybody right now.
No, I'm gonna set it up. I'm setting it up before I roast this shit. I'm setting up my experience with it. Fuck it. I really wanted to like this album. I really did. I listened to this shit 3 times, just trying to find some type of connection. It's all over the place.
It really is.
And then, but the only time it got good, kind of, was towards the end. The Best I Can with him and Rhapsody. The Where I Belong with Mariah Carey when he tried to recreate Give It To You. Yeah. Deep Thought was cool. And for whatever reason, he made an interlude out of Michael Jackson's vocals from I'll Be There for the Young God Speaks over a fucking instrumental, which didn't make no sense. Look Over Your Shoulder with Kendrick. It's old because it leaked, last year, 2 years ago? Sounds more mastered. You'll Never Find Another Me, whatever. Freedom was cool. Santana, and like the last few tracks were cool.
That's not Santanic. That's satanic.
Yeah, satanic. Yeah, it was one of those shit that summed up the entire album. But before you get to these tracks, boy, was it a struggle to get there. This is the definition of old head music, and I did not want to say that, but that's what it is.
This album, the first 4 tracks felt like 3 different intros.
Yeah.
No, let me rephrase that. The first 3 tracks felt like 4 different intros.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first track is 7 minutes, and it feels like that lingers on for 2 minutes. Then it gets into a bridge with Chris Rock. Then the song starts. Then you get to the Purge, and it still kind of sounds like, all right, we're continuing, okay. And then Strap Yourself Down goes, and it's like a 2 minute, so it's like, interlude, I guess, okay.
And then Cesar was...
And then Czar pops up, and then
cool.
You forget MOP's on there, and I'm
yeah,
like,
it was a sample, though. I don't know why you made but they're in the video.
They're in the video, too.
But they used only the sample from that, and I was like...
And then Out of Your Mind, I got excited because I saw Bill Bixby on there, so I'm like, cool, we just got him for a regular song.
This is old head club music.
And then it just was the sample to Poison, and I'm like, where's this Belle Biv DeVoe? And then it just... And I was like,
No, Busta goes like... That's how he raps.
I was like, But it was a lot deeper this time, because he's aged, so his voice got deeper, so it's...
Yeah, he was. No, he's this is what you play when the club is on, and I was like, no, nigga, you 48 years old. Why are you going to the club? And E.L.E. the Wrath of God with Farrakhan.
You with Anderson .Paak was cool.
Oh yeah, that one.
I did like that, and then where
music is slow flow with Old Dirty Bastard.
And then when it just
Don't Go with Q-Tip. That was a good record.
It was alright.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying.
And it got to Oh No.
What about Master Fraud with Rick Ross? That was a great record. That was a good record too. And then Oh No, Oh No, The Dawn and the Boss.
Then it got to No, I'm not done. Then it got to Oh No. And this nigga said, these niggas is really caca, and I was like, okay.
I thought that was earlier. That was on the earlier song.
It was about right there. It was about right there.
He said in the
because I almost turned it off, and I was like, let me just get to Rhapsody because she was 2 songs away. I said, I'm here now. I might as well get there.
Oh, The Dawn and the Boss was one big.
No.
And Rhapsody gave a good verse. Her contribution was good. I feel like it went next level because she was taking the role of a woman who was forced to be accountable. Mm-hmm. So it added extra. But it's not a song I'll go back to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Rhapsody's fault. It's just, So I finished her part, and as soon as Busta got to the first syllable, I was like,
nope.
And I did not go back to the album.
Don't blame me. Because, by the time
I left, there were still 7 tracks.
Yeah, I did the same shit, because after I heard Rhapsody's verse, I went to the Ariana Grande shit. I was like, when I heard Where I Belong with Mariah Carey, where they literally tried to recreate Give It To Me with the same beat, it sounded,
no.
And like I said, Deep Thought was decent.
The Young God Speaks is nothing but an interlude from Michael Jackson's vocal from I'll Be There that leads into Look Over Your Shoulder. But, we all heard that song. And You'll Never Find Another Me, that was alright. Freedom was cool and satanic. And after that, I'm just like, I tried. And it was just like, nah. And I'm not, and it got so bad. I was looking on my list for all the albums I listened to this year, and I was like, where would I put this? Because it ain't better than this. It sure ain't better than this. And then I got all the way to the funeral. I got all the way down there on that list. That's why I have Lil Wayne's funerals all the way down there.
Okay, whatever.
I'm telling you, Martine.
No, cool.
That's where it's
I
at.
don't give a shit.
Well, you should.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Give me one good reason why I should care with how you feel about the funeral.
Because you should.
Nah. Anyways.
I just put it down there, and it was disappointing. That album was very, very disappointing to me.
It was the most overhyped project easily of this year.
Oh, yeah.
It might be the most overhyped of the last 2 years, considering people have been talking about it since last year.
Ninth Wonder was the one that talked about it. In Rhapsody and all the fucking big heads like Just Blaze, like, yo, Busta Rhymes has album of the year.
No.
Yeah, it's like, no.
No.
He doesn't.
At all.
And it's okay. Like,
Logic's album is better than this. Like Ariana Grande.
off technicality, I made it all the way through Logic's album. I didn't make it all the way through this one. So off of technicality, yeah, it would be up there.
Ariana Grande's album is better than this, and we'll get to her. But I'm just saying, it was like.
That's where you lose me there.
Anyway, but the fact I'm trying to say.
That's where you lose me there. It's talking about whatever there's good enough, because I'm not disputing that. Like, now you're comparing rap with pop and all that. And it's
but
like,
music-wise, man, I'm just going, like, it's just like. Nah, and it's just. And I watched this Drink Champs interview. 5 hours. 4 hours and 35 minutes. And he was saying like, yeah, so you gotta listen to this album from the very beginning to the end. It's like an art, it's like a project, young God. I was like, Busta, why you not leaving them girls rolling? And it looked like this ass is smoking. No, strolling.
He's stupid. I knew you were using his lyrics against him.
Pharrell's lyrics.
But in this
But
song.
this looks like this album is not rolling with me. Like, no, I'm sorry, Busta. He has me blocked on Twitter too. For I don't know why, but
probably because you said some shit.
Probably back in the Twitter, the Wild Wild West days.
Exactly.
He probably had it coming. But shit, Big Bang's my favorite. Big Bang was
on A-Rab money.
Huh?
You was hating on A-Rab money.
I like that. I actually liked that song when it first came out.
That song is fucking wild. I don't know how they got that song off.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got that song off.
Yeah.
But it is a fucking wild ass song. Ron Brow's doing
yeah.
Oh my
doing
god.
those in fucking
I'm in there, red money.
Ron Brow's doing that in auto-tune?
Yeah.
That's just not it.
Back then, it was a good idea, but damn,
that shit was wild.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Yeah.
The last good Busta album was The Big Bang. Back in my BS was decent, but Big Bang was the last good Busta Rhymes album to me.
Yeah, well, I didn't say nothing yet.
All right, go ahead, Martine. What do you think?
I loved it.
I figured you did.
Yeah, no, really, I did. And there's reasons.
Okay.
Like, there's legit reasons. It's not. I know you guys are gonna fucking talk your shit. And it's cool.
You like it. I'm not gonna.
But seriously though, like the fucking basically from the intro to the fucking first what do you call it? The first skit, whatever, the E.L.E. 2 Rap the God bullshit rap.
Yeah.
Everything up to that to me was an intro, but not the normal typical intro that you looked at it as. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, all right, this is going on too long, blah blah blah. It sounded to me like a fucking his live show intro.
His live show intro?
Yes.
I never seen Busta
Rhymes
live.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Have you ever seen him live? Because if you have,
it would make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Okay.
And the reason why, and this is gonna sound crazy because I don't like the beat.
For what song?
Out of My Mind. But I love what he did with it. And once again, sounds crazy, right?
Oh,
that shit. I know. But nah, that shit is like the origin of hip hop.
Yeah, I figured.
It's the break beat. And then if you realize, like, if you pay attention to when the dun, 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 when he was doing that shit, he was rapping with it.
I know.
He was rapping to the beat, like, legit. He was writing that shit. From the very beginning, like the way he was spitting was going with the snares exactly. Like I said, if he called it art, I know the art that he was trying to hit.
I knew exactly what he was doing.
I know exactly what he was doing.
Yeah,
the whole way through. Then from that first, like I said, the first fucking interlude all the way down, it's classic hip hop.
Yeah, I figured that.
It's literally classic hip hop.
So that's why, because I was looking online and Busta Rhymes fans.
That's why I fucked with it though.
Yeah, I can understand.
It was like the original style.
I can understand because Busta
Rhymes
Rhymes fans and just hip hop fans, period. It's literally split. It's either you love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
It literally is split down the middle because you're a hip hop head, like a hardcore hip hop head. I can see why you're like an album like this. And I was, like I said, I wanted to like it. I know there was something there. I listened to this 4 times and I really, really wanted to like it. And then it was just like, I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I can understand why you like it, but, you know.
No, I understand why you guys don't. You know what I mean? I truly do. And the reason why is because the production, like the overall production.
Oh, it was like
I don't mean like the beats. I'm talking about the production, like like I said, the
presentation of it.
the presentation of it. That's a better way to put it.
It was.
Yeah, no, I know. I get why you guys don't like it, but
I
know why I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
You could have had Hit Boy help him out, man.
Man.
I'm serious.
But he went for the raw sound. Like,
I know he had. Who was on the Rock?
Sound,
It was a Rock Rider. The producer was like, what? Rock Rider and like.
Yeah, exactly.
Jay Dilla.
And he had Rick Rock.
Come
back
Rock.
for the what do you call it? The one with Mariah.
Yeah.
And he had Knots.
Knots on there. Yeah, Knots was on there a lot. Yeah, he kept it very
I
simple.
forgot who else it was, but there was a Ninth. Obviously, I think you said that.
Like I said, the album was.
Yeah, nah, like I get it.
Yeah,
I understand, man. Like,
and that's the thing.
This shit legit is not for everybody.
I really wanted to like it. That's the sad part about it. But when I catch myself really wanting to like it, and it's just not hidden, it's not hidden.
That's my take on that. It's I understand giving new artists chances. So you go back and all right, maybe I wasn't feeling it this one. Let me try to listen to it this way. So I understand giving them up to 3 chances with that. It's Busta Rhymes. I don't need to give multiple chances.
And the album's
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain artists where you're like, I grew up on this person's music.
Yeah.
If I ain't feeling it, 16 tracks in, and we got 7 left. Like, there's nothing I need.
I did go back and watch.
That's the part. Honestly, like, not talking shit. Like, that's the part that kind of blows my mind is the fact that I know you listened to his shit growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this falls in line with everything that was like out.
Well, you gotta remember, I'm also
I feel like you've evolved like with production.
Like I was about to say, production wise, when I hear something new and it becomes more of a norm.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not one that
goes back.
Looks forward to retro.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
like, that's what I'm saying.
Like I love New Jack Swing.
You gotta do that shit
Not everybody
right.
can do what Bruno Mars did at 24 Karat Magic.
At all. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
no, definitely.
I feel like in today's era, when people think New Jack, they would try to give me 9 poisons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no variety. If you're gonna do that, you gotta go back. Yeah. If you're gonna do it, you gotta go back and you gotta study New Jack Swing and all of its essence.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just giving an example of that. Like,
no, for sure.
But yeah, when I heard this, it was like, okay, these are way too. Okay, this is really 87.
Yeah, exactly.
287.
Yeah,
you went too far back.
Yeah,
no, he's talking like you know, back in those times and shit.
Like this is why,
no, that's exactly what it, like even for me, like that's exactly what it was, but it wasn't. Excuse me, it wasn't like too much that, you know what I mean? I was just like, I see what you're doing, and I'm just rocking with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is why I felt like he should have went with someone like, it would have been interesting if he had someone like Hit Boy. Because you saw what Hit Boy did with Nas, how he literally like looked at Nas and he incorporated his sound and updated it and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's the problem though. Right there, you
Hit
just
Boy
said it.
Updated
it.
He wasn't trying to update.
He was not trying to update it at all. That's what hurt. That's what hurt the album to me.
Yeah,
it was.
But like I said before, because you look at it from like today's standards, today's time, and all that.
Especially when you took 11 years to drop this shit. It's
not taking nothing away from you guys. I mean, I understand that. I get that. But through my eyes, or my ears, I should say, I guess, like this shit sounded fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
why I was trying.
Exactly what I
That's
was.
because I knew I heard something when I was listening to it, and it was like, I really want to like this, but you went too far back, Busta.
Yeah, he definitely did. But I mean, isn't that what
hip hop is?
Yeah, well, not only what hip hop is, but like, isn't that what the older, you know what I mean? The older acts are supposed to do is like do what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear this dude singing in auto tune and shit.
Oh no, I don't want him to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't want him to do that shit.
No,
Maybe trap beats, maybe.
But
But
I
I'm
guess
saying, even from Busta,
so I guess
that don't even sound right.
So I guess this is where the disconnect comes from me with that reasoning. Busta didn't come from '87 rapping like that. He came from a more modern production sound.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he did.
It went too far back. It went before he
Oh no,
was
he
even,
definitely did. Yeah, no, he did take it further back.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he had a real boom bap East Coast sound.
Yeah, super.
But it was a boom bap groove. Okay, I can bob
That's
my
why I
head
love
to
that
this.
Q-Tip.
I can groove to this.
That's why I like that
Not
Q-Tip
the early
record.
stuff, man.
He did on the coming or the
See, you're talking about that. I'm talking about when he was with Leaders, the new school type shit. Nah, he didn't do that.
Well, yeah,
know
but
what
that's
I mean?
okay. So his solo stuff when he separated himself from Leaders of the New School. But even with Leaders of the New School, there was still this
Q-Tip
bounce to it.
production,
Yeah,
bro.
definitely. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
He shot a few years before that.
That's why
I just wasn't used to hearing him on stuff like that. So it was just.
That's why I like that Q-Tip record, because that was just like, oh, okay,
It was familiar.
Yeah, it was familiar. It was
definitely
smooth,
familiar
and the way they
for
did
him.
it. That's why I like the look over your shoulder shit, because that was like smooth and soulful. I don't know. I guess I wanted more of that sound.
And also, I want to be clear about this. Yes, we heard "Look Over Your Shoulder." I promise you,
the
not
people-
everyone
yeah,
did, bro.
I know,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I just didn't like the way it transitioned into it.
Yeah, no, I get that, but
Yeah.
how else were you gonna do it? Like for
Not
real,
like that.
man.
Get a better instrumental
Come
that flew
on,
right
dog.
into it, man. Don't have Michael's vocals singing out of like
of key.
beat, off beat, with the
Off key.
yeah, like come on, man. But anyway, Busta, yeah, I watched a lot of his. I binge watched like his old music videos, and I'm like, oh, that's what I was gonna mention. So I was watching the Drink Champ shit, and he was talking about the verses, and he said originally it was gonna be him and Snoop.
That'd have been a good one.
Yeah. But he kind of declined because I guess he was stubborn about something and didn't want to do something. So he was like, I'm just not going to do it. And I was like, all right, well, shit.
All right,
It worked out the way it did, Snoop and DMX.
yeah,
So that was,
seriously,
yeah.
still one of the best ones.
Yep.
Yeah. So I still won't. I think Buster and Missy's the only one that should work. Buster Rhymes versus Missy. That's if they do a versus. But
I still don't know about that one though.
I would just like to
man.
see Missy go up against somebody that was an artist and at the same time was a songwriter and producer. It opens it up more for her. Missy goes into that battle heavy favorite.
oh
Yeah.
oh yeah.
She just is a part of so much.
Yeah.
Like
Go against
Seriously.
Timbaland.
I don't think
Oh,
people-
say
I
go
don't-
against
Just
Timbaland.
play some
I don't think
fucking
people realize.
Aaliyah shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't think people realize how much she's actually a part of. She's a part of a lot.
Yeah.
Not say Busta's not, but again, when you have Timbaland and you're the lead writer on the song, that's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a fucking cakewalk.
No, it really is. Really is. Caffeine saying Busta versus Method. I don't know if I really. I mean, I could see it, but I
Yeah.
can't see it.
I can't
Yeah,
see it
but-
either.
The reason why is because the low quantity of albums or music
Yeah.
that Method Man's put out. Like, he really hasn't put out that fucking much. Not compared to Busta.
No.
Like, Busta has a lot to pull from on him.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, other music dropped. Ariana Grande dropped Positions, which is like, I guess, our follow-up to Thank You Next. And this one really, I enjoyed this album a lot more than I thought I would. I guess this is like her most R&B album-ish. Like from, what's it called? 34 plus 30, 35. Hey, do the math. Anyway, while you do that.
He said, and while you do that,
Yeah, while you do that.
What am I getting?
Huh?
What am I getting for the people?
69.
Pimp, pimp.
Hey! Then we got Motive, with Doja Cat. That was a great record. And then when it gets to Off the Table with The Weeknd, that shit was great. 630 was dope. Safety Net with Ty Dolla $ign. I was like, wow, Ty Dolla $ign. Like, then it gets really to the R&B shit. My Hair is one of the best tracks this year. That was literally Ariana Grande's most R&B, record. And then you got Love.
They called it Ponytail.
Then you got West Side Love Language, and then the title track, and then Obvious and POV. This was a great album. I really, really enjoyed this shit. Really did.
She put together a good R&B album. Very talented. We would never hear me say anything bad.
Feel a butt coming.
She is a super talented singer. Has great vocals. You can
Yes,
definitely hear the
all that.
maturity. You can hear the maturity in it for sure. I mean, to go into from Shut Up to 34 plus 35, it was
Smooth.
I won't even say smooth. Like you could kind of hear, not even kind of. There's maturation.
The way this was,
she even sang certain notes where it was like, I didn't get that from Thank You Next. So
the way this album was sequenced was really good too.
Yeah. So that alone, it is a good album.
But
I just can't get off the fact that she looks like a 16-year-old. So when I hear 34 plus 35, and she looks like a 16-year-old, I feel very
double time.
and it's and I say that because
She a grown ass woman too.
I know, no, for real.
she just has a really
Young.
strong baby face.
Yeah.
No,
A very strong baby face. And look, once Bellarmine, she looks like the prototypical Notre Dame or presentation girl that
would go after the Bellarmine dudes.
not even that, just the
one would be
prototypical
there.
girl. So it's
Yeah.
like,
It doesn't help she was
Okay.
on Nickelodeon too.
so it's like, okay, that was, I'm 31, so that was 13 to 17 years ago. I'm 31 now. Still gives me those vibes. Nah.
nah.
Just nah.
No. So it's just, you can say, oh, that's petty, you know, that, fine, so be it. I'll claim it. Like, I can't get off the fact that she looks like a young girl. So when I hear the content, it's like, oh, I shouldn't be listening to this.
I feel. You think Chris Hansen's gonna walk in? Take a seat right there.
Yeah, it's just like there's just so many options for me to go into a set the mood playlist.
And you hear Ariana Grande, you just get limp instantly.
Yeah, it's just
Damn.
like
Damn.
it's like I don't rock with this. Like Rihanna, easy money.
Beyonce,
Yeah, easy money.
Ariana Grande.
You wanna know why? They look like grown ass women.
Alright.
What is my question? Because I was listening to this album, it was like because she's like known as a pop star, does pop music, but she can really flow into the R&B shit. And I was really just thinking about like what pop acts. What are you pointing at?
They said, so you're telling me y'all grown ass was listening to Ariana Grande? I'm like, them.
Yeah, it's music, nigga.
Yeah, I listen to everything.
It's called music.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was thinking.
Some of the greatest ideas come from pop acts, like production wise.
Seriously.
You hear something in a pop song, and then how the fuck you think we got G-Funk? They was just listening to P-Funk and all that. That wasn't hip hop.
Anyway, like I was saying, so I was thinking about this album.
Stupid.
And how
My feed, nigga.
Now you got a mad, man.
Anyway, I was talking about I was just listening to something.
Listening to pop, nigga. I'll pop your bitch.
Anyway, so like I was saying, I was listening to this album and I was knowing how she was a pop star and shit, and how she can really smooth over the R&B. So I was thinking about all the other pop acts like back in the early 2000s and shit up to now, like who were doing the pop songs, but they could do like R&B records. And I was thinking like, damn,
Pink.
yeah, man, I want Pink to do one more album and just, light skin Pink. Pink and NSYNC, they could do that shit. They really did the whole R&B shit really good. Of course, Justin Timberlake. Who else? What?
You said tell Joe Budden relax.
Anyway, like I was saying, and then there was JC Shad, the dude from NSYNC, JC Shadjaz or whatever the fuck. Shazay, yeah, him. And I was just going through it, and I was like, damn, they were really good. Christina Aguilera was really good at that shit too. But what pop act? I'm talking about the 2000, like that era was really good at the whole R&B. If they really wanted to, in your opinion.
You just named them because by the time they
didn't
started,
do it. You're saying, or what?
No, they did it. But if they wanted to, they could make a whole R&B like album. They did the pop songs, but if they really wanted to, they could make a whole R&B album.
Obviously, Justin, but he already did like
Sure he
an
did.
R&B.
I know. I'm talking about NSYNC. NSYNC
Yeah,
did that.
well,
Yeah. Like I was really thinking of NSYNC.
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
They didn't do R&B. I know they did a few
For
R&B.
a whole R&B album, I don't.
You don't think they could?
No.
You don't think they could pull that off?
They could
Not pull it off. They could do it, but not pull it off.
They had good ass R&B records if they really wanted to. They can really make it. They
feel like they could have been a white Boyz II Men, bro. Shit.
Not in that time, only because at that time R&B was going through that weird stage in between Def Soul. Like that era
Neo
was,
Soul.
No, when Def Jam had Def Soul.
Oh, you're talking about the label.
So that
yeah.
the labels,
Yeah.
like the climate of R&B was just different.
I just remember.
So, and then you get into Confessions and all that. Like,
NSYNC was gone by then.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, that ended up becoming more of the standard of more revealing R&B records. That it's like, you gonna buy these 5 guys telling you that this is my Confessions? Like,
Yeah, I get it. I just remember
you know what I'm
how
saying? Content changed.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
The content wasn't matching their image.
Yeah.
I just remember how close
yeah.
they were because when Dawn got popping, that was like them first like most R&B record that kind of just transitioned to urban. That's what got them on BET.
Yeah, of course, that's them.
Yeah, that's not
Like,
about
it's a breakup song. It's still, you don't have to have a strong image for that. Like, everybody goes through a breakup.
But the way but
when JD's telling you, hey, these are my confessions, you know, every time I was in LA, I was with my ex-girlfriend, and that's where the transition was from R&B. It was starting to get to more of that personal type R&B. No, they would have been limited in that era.
But I don't think NSYNC would have won. That's what prompted.
Man.
That's what prompted Justin Timberlake to like. As soon as Gone got popular, and they were like, "Oh, you niggas like me like that."
But see, Justin Timberlake solo,
That's what I'm saying.
it's fine.
Yeah.
JC maybe. I'm not even 100% on him.
Oh, he only had one.
5 of
album.
them
he was kind of weird.
He only had
like-
one album.
The
and
5 of them all together, though, no, I'm not buying it.
I'm just saying, music wise, because they
especially Homeboy with the dreads.
Well, he had the high pitched voice. They were the background singers. And Justin Timberlake and JC were like actually NSYNC stans say that JC was the better singer than Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, but he wasn't the better marketable option.
I know. I already had that shit. What would happen if JC would have broke away first and got Timberland and Pharrell before Timberlake?
It wouldn't have gone good.
I listened to his
He
first
wasn't he wasn't the
I know. I listened to his first album.
He would have went to that. Remember after I'd already just got done singing "Do You Like My Thug?" Like, no,
Yeah,
like my thug.
Yeah, no,
You
my
like
thug appeal. The one, with 3LW.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah,
It was like
That's what I was thinking.
it was funny for them.
Exactly what I was thinking.
But now you try and do like he would have got his ass laughed at.
he did
by
that
magazine.
Yeah.
Then he did that Drumline record, the one that was on the Drumline soundtrack. I was listening to his album, and low key, it's low key Justin Timberlake's sound. Like he thought too far ahead, and then I guess Justin
I
Timberlake.
won't even say he thought too far ahead. He just didn't
capitalize.
He wasn't able to execute.
That
Like there
were good songs on there,
but I think that's something that people have to factor into is just because somebody does somebody else's sound 1st doesn't mean that if you gave them the right timing, it still would have popped off. It doesn't mean
Yeah, I know.
It just means you didn't fit with that sound.
Yeah.
That's all it means.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't be taken as a slight. You just did the sound early. But that doesn't guarantee that if you did it at the right time, it still would have popped off. You probably still wouldn't have.
Probably would have got overlooked. And
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about Justin Timberlake is he has presence to do those songs.
Oh yeah.
Like when he does music videos, it's believable.
Yeah.
When I see JC Chazé, like he's like me, he's too relaxed. So it's like you're too laid back. You can't. I'm not gonna buy some of the stuff that you're doing. Like that would be me if given circumstances and I'm in the industry and I'm just too laid back. But I'm talking about I'm gonna run up on you with the. It's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I get you.
So him doing what was the one that was going at Britney Spears?
Cry Me a River.
I could not buy that from JC.
Oh, yeah,
he doesn't give off petty for me.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm getting at.
Oh, I get you on there, but it was just interesting because I was going back listening to some of these R&B pop records, and then I got to like Pink, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" For her first 2 singles were like written by Babyface. Like, what's it called? Was it? I forgot the song, but I was like, "Oh, Babyface wrote this shit." Oh no, wonder why L.A. Reid wanted to make your ass. I was like, "Shit."
I'll tell you, and I guess Maya's technically a pop singer, but she did R&B her whole career. If she would have gone into the 2000s, like 2000s would have been hers for a killing. Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Tina Marie would have killed in the 2000s.
Yeah. She would.
Like literally, just even think about like some of the song concepts that were coming on around that time. Again, an era where you're getting more personal.
Right.
She definitely had the vocals, and I grew up on Tina Marie. Like my mom was a big Tina Marie fan, so I grew up on her music.
Right.
She's somebody that she's one of those acts where you're just like any era, she's good.
Yeah.
It just would have been 2000s. She probably would have been a little bit bigger just because of the visuals. Like you're more accessible. You know what I mean?
Well, one downfall. I mean, how old was she at the time? Because you know how the music industry works. You know what I'm saying? Like they push the younger artists at all times.
No, but that's
you know
but that's what I'm saying. Her and her prime in the 80s, 90s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Transfer
okay.
her prime to the. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
transfer her prime to the 2000s.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, to update on the election, apparently they're about to close in the next 20 minutes. They're about to close down the Arizona like voting centers and shit, and protesters are outside, crying.
Makes sense.
Let them.
My favorite project of the week. Omarion dropped his new album, The Connection. 12 tracks, 34 minutes. Went through the credits. Smash David, if you look at the credits, you'll be familiar with his name. Smash David's throughout this. Anderson .Paak's got 2 credits on here.
Nice.
T-Pain's got 2 credits on here, plus a feature.
Nice.
And I forget, there's one other producer, I forget his name, but he actually balances between the secular and the gospel world. So he's worked with Kirk Franklin. He was actually one of the main producers or writers that Kanye went to get for his projects, the most recent ones, because of his background.
Okay.
Excuse me. I don't know if he's a Grammy winner, but I know he's Grammy nominated. I'm upset I'm forgetting his name. Actually, I'm going to go to Tidal so I can get it.
Wow, damn. They just have the writer. They just have the writers.
No, he's on there. That's where I got the credits from.
Granberry? No. What is the one? Well, I'm looking too.
He was towards the end of the track list.
Towards the end of the track list?
Yeah, let me see. Let me check.
Not James Fauntleroy. No.
Yeah, shout out James Fauntleroy. He was on there.
Yeah, he was on there. We're all looking. Mike.
Gregory Curtis.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, Gregory Curtis. So shouts out to him. From the time this joint opened up with Goddess featuring Busy Signal, my body would not stop moving. Like, I vibe the fuck out to it.
Wait. What do you mean?
Like, I was just in my chair like, oh, man.
Oh, okay.
Bouncing.
Vibing out.
Then the nigga did the
Hold
hook.
on, time out. Just let me clear this up. Was that like when you said, "Oh, I couldn't stop moving"? I thought you were talking about you was moving like Omarion or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not done. Then it got to the hook, and I was like, oh, no, nigga. And I stood up and I started dancing. I started going around.
Here you go.
Started pretending the rain was coming down when I was dancing. I couldn't stop moving. Like, Do You Well, great. Mutual. Who do you know? Wale featured on that. Another one. Oh, that's grown folk music right there. Involved. Unbothered. Clear shot at his ex and Fizz.
The
Clear shot.
The subtle pettiness.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Which then goes into the B2K experience, which is, depending how you feeling it, but I feel like it was just reminding people, yeah.
I still does this.
Yeah. You and I with T-Pain, not only did T-Pain write this, but he also did it with Chris Sean. People don't know Chris Sean. He
sounds familiar.
A very prominent writer. That's with
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
And A1 from Love and Hip Hop, the one that's always with making all them. A1 helped co-produce this one too.
Oh shit.
They destroyed that one. And of course, Can You Hear Me? That was, I think, the first single that he and T-Pain had put out. So overall, and then Ghostface Killer's on the final track.
Oh, nice.
Overall, I just went into like, oh, cool, new Omarion. I left that half an hour like, bruh. Let me stop fucking around, go to iTunes, let me buy this fucking album real quick.
Nice.
I ran that through the rest of the week. I could not get enough of this album. Just when I thought like Ty had shut down like R&B, like, damn, he pulled this one. This motherfucker came with this one, and I was like, whoa. Gotta slow my roll.
Hold up.
Holding it now.
Got some competition in this motherfucker.
Shit.
Yeah, no, shout out to Mario. Mario killed that shit.
Good album. Good week for music. Now I don't know what's... Oh, yeah, you got it.
You know how this goes, man. I always got the ones that y'all didn't listen to.
Yeah, you do.
We try to, widen the spectrum a little bit. You feel me? Nah, but Burner and Larry June.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, missed that one. But I'm going to get that one.
Bro.
I loved all the cover art.
I think I'm the one that told you about that damn album.
Yes, you did. Because I had no idea that it came out. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I loved all the fan arts that Burner put up on his Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was cool.
He always does that shit. Like, even when, for example, like when he puts out new strains, like he'll have fan art for like the strain cover, like trying to make the cover kind of deal. You know what I mean? And he did that with the album, like he always does. And also, like he always does, man, he put together a fucking banger, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about this guy. I don't like his flows. I don't like his lyrics. But when it comes to like constructing a fucking album, he just knows how to do it.
He's like Ross.
Man.
Yeah.
He's like
got that Ross in him.
He's like what's his name, Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what the good thing
he just
about-
knows how to put shit together.
The best way to describe artists like that, they're conductors.
Yeah, or composers even. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times, like with Khaled in particular, he's in the studio, like working on the beat with them and shit.
I would say composer. I would go lean more on conductor only because it's for me. It's I can tell Burner's in the studio like you go here.
Right.
I need the hi-hat up here. I need this here. Like I feel he is very.
Yeah, I get you.
He like
He's very hands-on and shit. Yeah.
He may not have the credits as the actual producer, but he's producing the fuck out of the record.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is he conducts that motherfucker.
Dog, him and Larry June though together.
It's a good blend.
That's the city. That is the city, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit fucking just works. Like I don't know, man. Y'all got to listen to it. I don't know if you have or not.
I meant to listen to it, but then after Busta, that really burned me out, and then I just had to focus on Ariana Grande.
Yeah, nah, but definitely check that shit out. Cause that shit, it's only 7 tracks. Shit's fire, bro.
Yeah, that's
you
cool.
can call it mixtape, or you can call it whatever the fuck you want. It's called Cooks and Orange Shoes. Is obviously a play on Kush and Orange Shoes.
And cookies.
Yep.
And it involves the cookies. Always involve the cookies.
Always.
But my favorite of this week is easily King Von. Welcome to O Block. Air horns, please. Air horns. Thank you. And Lil Durk, man, he's been on a motherfucking run, dude.
He really
Out
has.
there for featured artists.
No joke. Like, he just been killing shit. And he did the exact same thing on 2 tracks. Back Again and All These Ends.
all these niggas.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Busby. Nah, but for me, honestly, the standout track, hands down, The Code featuring Polo G. If y'all ain't up on Polo G yet, get up on Polo G. That motherfucker is a spitter, bro. I fuck with his music heavy.
Yeah.
Like, no joke. But this, all right, back to, what's his name? Fucking King Von. Tripping. The shit was just motherfucking fire. Everything that JC tried to tell me about the last album that I didn't hear, I heard on this one. It reminded me a lot of the Pop Smoke shit because you were up on the early shit, like towards the end of the mixtapes that he was putting out.
Yeah.
And then when the album came, I was like, okay, now I know exactly what the fuck JC was talking about. Exact same thing. Like everything that you mentioned on the last one, like you were talking about how it sounds real. You know what I mean? That caught my attention right out the fucking gate, man.
Yeah.
Like, this dude, man, I got so much to say, but actually I'm so fucking flabbergasted, I don't know what to say next. You know what I'm saying? Like, the motherfucker's dope. Just put it that way. And the next one I need to get to, I haven't still listened to it, is an E.L.E. Chopper, of course.
Chopper.
13 tracks. I'm gonna check that shit out tonight.
Yeah. I don't know how I went then go. I saw the O Block, Welcome to O Block. I don't know how I didn't end up going back to it, but nah, that's getting added on this week.
For sure.
Well,
Got to.
anything else?
I'm trying to think what else happened this week.
Everything was just preparing for this election right now. I just read a report saying there could be a huge development in Pennsylvania overnight because Biden is really cutting into Trump's lead. He is like 5 digits. He's literally within striking
Bruh, it's 0.7.
in Georgia. They're about to do the updates for Arizona. That's why them fucking Trump supporters are out there protesting with
0.8 0.6 in Georgia.
Oh my God. That's funny.
That shit just keeps dropping, dog. That's crazy.
It keeps going up, and like Biden's just chilling. He's just chilling, and those protesters out there at the voting polls and shit, and they have cops out there with no tear gas or riot gear and shit. They're just letting them protest peacefully.
Interesting.
Right?
Funny how that works.
Funny how that shit works. Pussies. Man, I don't know.
I can't call it.
I can't call it right now, man. It's not an option, motherfuckers. Like, I mean, I thought they were going to call it during the election. I was kind of prepared. I mean, during when we were recording. So I was kind of prepared for it.
Me too.
But it hasn't happened yet. So when we come back next week, I mean, literally, probably when we come back next week,
it's
Bro,
not-
it'll probably be caught.
Yeah, you talking about next week? Like it's gonna be
Or-
When we record next week, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no, what I'm saying is there's no probably.
Oh yeah, there ain't no problem.
Oh yeah, for sure by then.
Yeah.
A whole ass week? Come on, bro.
Shit, probably like tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Like by either tonight or tomorrow morning. Like
With that being
it's
said,
gotta
though,
be
there's
called.
a very good implication on what's about to take place. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Pack your shit. Pack your shit,
But I will say that
nigga.
before that,
Before that.
be prepared for these last 2 months.
Oh yeah, I know.
Niggas is not getting their stimulus check until after the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that right now.
Shit.
There will be hell to pay these last 2 months as a result of this.
Trump better start Biden.
So-
He may get that list of who he's gonna pardon. Because the police will
Oh,
be.
you talking about a list of pardon? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about a list of who we gonna put in.
What do you mean? Oh.
Yeah. He's going to feel some type of way about this.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And
be
I feel like the American people are going to be the ones that, you know, they're going to feel the brunt of it. That's what I'm saying. It's, you know, this isn't done.
Oh, it ain't over.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's not.
He's
done
about to
till-
go off on. He's about to go off like Denzel in Training Day. He about to look up
Yeah.
at the at the whole Republican Party like, all you motherfuckers, and talk shit about all of them for not helping him out. They say he called the governors, all the GOP governors, cussing him out. Like, what's going on? I mean, they're counting the votes,
He
bro.
gonna start leaking text messages and shit.
She like a scorned female, dog.
Like NFL owners and all that shit. Like I'm telling y'all, like when I say hope for the best, expect for the worst. Expect the worst. I wasn't just talking about the election.
You're talking about
I'm talking about after the fact of what happened.
I mean,
too.
if
it's
after-
all one domino
But
effect.
there is, he's not, but you can tell he's not a part of they. Because they can just pull the plug on his Twitter. As soon as it's done, they can pull the plug on his Twitter and silence his ass. That's after, you know, they could just easily replace him. They can do it because they are they. And when he gets elected out, he's no longer they no more.
But again, the problem with that is, again, you can't go back to the way things were.
I know that.
He's not they, but on the flip side, they're not him because he's not a politician.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got his own set of rules that he's the Joker. He doesn't play by anybody's set of rules anyways.
Yeah, he
so
never
what
did.
do you have? Like, literally, what do you have against him?
Yeah.
That's the problem with somebody like that. And again, that I know you would get irritated when Martina
Oh,
would
I
say
get
like,
it.
"Oh, these are that he's good at his tools, the tricks of the trade."
Like showing what he's good at, highlighting
Yeah.
what he's good at, and
We
shit.
didn't talk about that 60 Minutes interview he did. Like how,
But you know, that's
Shit.
the reason why is he is an independent in terms of politics. Mm-hmm. He's in it for himself.
Yeah.
He's just protected by the Republican Party.
Yep,
But truly, he's in it for himself.
definitely.
period.
And that's why, you know, when it's when it always came to him, it was like I never fully supported people calling him an idiot or people calling him stupid because I always knew he probably didn't necessarily believe everything that he was putting out on that podium, but he knew what supporters did.
Yeah,
He gained a damn cult following,
So
bruh.
he played to that, and that's what his entire campaign leading up to his term was. It was playing. He knew his supporters had racist ideologies.
right.
He knew they thought the way they thought about certain things. So it's like, okay, well, I want the supporters. Why am I going to try to change their minds when I can build on their worst fears? Mm-hmm. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
An idiot and a stupid person don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And like you said, I mean, he built a cult following. That's putting it lightly, because I mean, think about it, bro. These people are literally walking around wearing a hat. Like, they're putting it out there on Front Street. You know what I mean?
They're not scared until they get their ass whooped and wonder why they got their ass whooped.
Well, you know, man.
But it's just saying, like, they brave until they get knocked the fuck out.
Everybody's brave till they
Until
get punched in the face, man.
Yeah. That's another thing. Trump never got punched in the face in his life. You can tell.
You could tell. He never got into a fist fight. He's not athletic enough, man. Shit.
Nah.
but I will give him this in terms of that. You gotta be a wordy ass and a conniving ass motherfucker to make it this far and not get punched in the face.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Again.
I'll give you that.
Again, there's, you know what I'm saying?
The life will punch him in the face eventually.
He is a very special
Nuts.
he's a very special both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
He's polarizing either way.
Yeah,
is what
The
I-
anti-Obama.
yeah,
it's crazy. It's
polarizing
like
is-
it's
yeah,
funny how
that's
we
a
got
big word.
Obama
Yeah.
and then we got him back to back.
polarizing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like, you got the opposite ends of the sticks.
Right.
This is like literally like, this is like Star Wars. This is like A New Hope
Yeah.
with Obama. Then you got The Empire Strikes Back with Trump, and then we got The Return of the Jedi with Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. You gotta love
Star Wars, man.
Star Wars, nigga. I'm gonna go rewatch Mandalorian when I go home too. Because there was
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
I
gonna watch
missed.
that
There was
shit.
stuff I missed, but the ending I did see.
Yep.
I mean, I would tell you about it, and we would freely talk about it, but Martine hasn't seen it.
No.
And it's Star Wars, nigga.
I know. I completely forgot.
I
To be
know.
honest with you,
Man.
Like it just like I said, once this shit
It was a bad
started,
week to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like once this shit started, everything else in my life was like put on hold. I'm like, okay, I need to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And that was even before the whole shit started. I had to I waited to fill out my ballots like the fucking last day, pretty much. I was like,
gotcha.
I was actually like studying everything. You know what I
Right.
mean, for the whole week leading up to it.
Yeah, that's another thing. So this is my first time actually putting the ballot in the box. I always used to just go and do it in person. And I don't even think I did it because of COVID. I think I just was like, I got it here. I might as well do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going back.
You gonna do it in person next time?
No. I mean, I'm not going back doing it in person. Like, it's,
oh, yeah.
Voting is the way to go.
It's the easiest
man.
shit ever. You fill that
Yeah.
shit out at home, wake up at 7 in the morning, go on your way to work, just find a ballot box, drop that motherfucker off, and
See,
go out.
me and my mom used to always just go to, like, we do our absentee ballots, and then we just go to the, like, because we have the little polling booth that kind of around the corner from our house. We just go there, drop that shit off, and then leave. Now it's just like, because we had, like, my aunt works at the polling booth, so she just took our shit and just dropped it off over there. And I'm like, oh, for sure, shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it was just, it's so funny. As soon as the polls closed out here, Biden.
3 minutes later.
Well, what's the, it don't matter. Joe Biden.
Biden.
The whole West Coast. West,
Like,
y'all.
It was like fucking Marcus Peters. Yo, so what about them? Why would you ask me that?
Why would you even ask me that? Oh, there was Trump supporters out here that actually think California was going to turn red. And I guess...
Man, that's just people on Twitter talking out their ass.
Yeah.
No. It's just, no. I'm talking about the Trump supporters.
It's them.
Just them.
It's them.
They really,
Like,
because they
for real.
felt they were out in Beverly Hills like, oh, we're going to turn California red. We got a lot of support. And I was like, bro, the George Floyd protesters were larger than your fucking shit. Like, the fuck?
Easily.
Ugh.
I had some chick that was in Atlanta on Twitter, and she was like, California's going red. And I was like, what are you talking about?
It's going
And
that way.
then the funny thing about that is that we stayed blue. Georgia's like 1% holding on to it.
By a point.
serious
By a
though.
point percentage.
Yeah, so it's like, nah, baby, you got that one wrong. You need to look in your backyard.
Seriously.
26.
And now he's closing in on the Philadelphia league.
Oh, come on, man.
Just you gotta be patient. They said they're gonna go through the night, so
I know.
so when we go to sleep and wake up, then it's gonna be like, oh shit, President-elect Joe Biden.
I ain't going to sleep.
I am hosting an election party next go around.
You doing what?
Hosting an election
election
party
party.
next go
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Niggas finna play fantasy president, shit like that.
Yup.
We're gonna put numbers down on, which one wins by what state by which percentage and shit.
Shit.
Like, we gonna go all out. I'm treating that motherfucker like it's red zone, baby.
So,
Oh, I'm telling you,
all in.
Obama's
the problem
election
is you won't get the fucking results till about 3 days later.
Hey,
and
you know
shit.
what? Hey, keep tallies. Everybody got smartphones.
Hey man,
You got a group message.
I'm telling you, man, Obama's elections were just in and out like the burger.
Well, I mean,
like it ended the same night. It was just like it started at 5 and it ended at 8.
You could say that, man. I
It
mean,
did.
Like, no, I'm not saying that it wasn't, but I'm saying is that most of the modern elections have been like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Except
just-
the 2001.
this one is completely different in the sense
This
of
is an anomaly.
Like, yeah,
This is a
because
once
of
in a
COVID.
lifetime shit.
Because of COVID.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
COVID.
saying? Like, legit. That's
Yeah.
the reason why it's taking so long. Is you got to mail in all that shit. Right?
You got to count
People who were
shit.
afraid of COVID
Right.
mailed in their fucking ballots. You have to wait till that shit gets there, and then on top of that, you have to wait till after all the fucking in-person are counted.
Shout out to Bernie Sanders who called this shit.
Shit, yeah, no, really though, man. That
On
motherfucker
the
was
Tonight
a
Show,
prophet.
man.
The political equivalent of Tony Romo.
Yeah,
He said
serious.
exactly what was going to happen. He named the states too. Michigan. He said Michigan,
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia, No,
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Get it together, man.
I know. Wisconsin. He listed the states and he said the thing is about their states is that they count the same day votes first.
Yeah.
Then they go to the absentee ballots, and that's going to take days. And when that happens, it's going to look like Trump's ahead. And then after that, Trump's going to come in and try to declare victory, and then that's it. But then after that, when they start counting the absentee ballots, and shit's going to start changing, and he's going to be like, oh, no, they're see, I told y'all they're trying to corrupt the shit by counting ballots.
Yeah.
I want to see Bernie want to see his agent try to finesse him a gig on CNN. Start calling shit like Tony Romo right before it even happens.
You might be
but it's wild though, man. Like, if you really think about it, because like on the last election, Trump was fearing like illegal votes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like he's fearing legitimate
legal
votes.
Right.
Like,
he's fearing an L.
Yeah. Serious.
He's fearing being a loser. Who is the her? Because he likes calling everybody else losers. So, and niggas saying his protesters out there and shit. Like I said, these niggas ain't gonna do shit. Like, they're gonna be huffing and puffing and not doing nothing. Pussies.
China gonna feel bad with his ass.
That's a bar though. You be huffing and puffing and not doing nothing.
Yeah. You niggas be huffing and puffing and not doing nothing. Yeah. Anyway, we done?
I think we're good.
And this is episode 205 of the E.L.Logical Sense podcast. You can always follow us on the Twitter. Shout out to Mr. Fab. You can follow me at Mr. Buzz before lowercase 08. You can follow us on Twitter at iLLogicalSP. You can follow us on the Instagram at the E.L.Logical Sense. And of course, on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
Before I get mine off, tell them about that Stone Cold doc.
Oh shit, I forgot all about that shit. Even though WWE Network did one. Yeah, the producers of The Last Dance are going to do a Steve Austin documentary.
Give me a hell
And it's crazy because Netflix even banked the deal on Vince McMahon to do a high budget Vince McMahon documentary.
Oh.
Netflix, yeah, I think like a 6-parter or
start
some
running
shit.
the footage on Austin when he inserts that 316.
But the thing is, but the thing is, WWE
Montage, boy.
I don't know, but the
Serious,
thing is,
though,
WWE Network already did a really good documentary on him. Like,
Was it Last Dance?
Was it Last
Was
Dance?
it like
good?
Last Dance?
yeah, it was.
I don't believe you.
I don't
You
believe you,
lying.
man.
No, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm telling y'all, it was good. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying. Like,
that could be the problem, though.
as a wrestling fan, because it's only good for wrestling fans. There's really nothing else to talk about when it comes to Austin. But if you've seen it from a different perspective, I guess.
How deep into pop culture did they get in that one?
Oh no, they talked about his pop culture effect. They did.
But was it like in depth, or was it like, yeah, you know, everybody was going crazy?
They were showing his celebrity shit. They showed when he was on Nash Bridges. They showed how popular when he was on when he was doing magazine covers and the influence he made on they went in depth. I'm telling you, I saw it. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird because WWE Network not WWE Network, but just the company already did like a documentary and how popular he really was around that time period.
I think they're gonna dig deeper.
Yep.
I don't know how much deeper they can go, but I mean, hey man, fuck it.
It's a rattlesnake, baby. You can go as deep as you want to go.
Pause. But
No, I was saying like it's rattlesnakes so deep
I
in the
know,
ground.
so
Yeah,
joke.
they dig into the ground.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll let you get your huff and puff bars off. Let me get mine off.
A rattlesnake goes into the ground. Anyway, your shit.
And of course, on all social media, it's JC No. I just be talking my shit, man. That's all I be doing. Waiting on basketball to come back. They got a vote tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Chances are it is going to come back December 22nd.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
they said it's looking like it's.
Oh, because of the fucking
Because it's
Olympic
fun-
sign.
No.
Yeah.
And also
Yeah.
WWE, what's it called? Because they doing their little Thunderdome shit in Florida. After Survivor Series, they're telling them, y'all got to get the fuck out of here because that might be where the scrimmages are going to be at.
Yep.
Yeah. Because they had some shit in Florida. I forgot what the center
Yeah,
is.
so it's
but
not
yeah.
the Olympics, but there's like 500 to 600 million at stake. They just not gonna let all that walk. So,
Shit.
Get time.
hey man, load manage, baby. That's all I got.
Dribbling.
Load manage the fuck out of them niggas so they get it right. I ain't
Seriously,
tripping.
though.
I ain't tripping.
Get to dribbling.
But yeah, I just be talking my shit. I'll be out here maneuvering, marinating, chilling. Holla at me if you want.
Holla if you hear me.
Yeah,
That's all I got.
I saw Nick Cannon gonna play Tupac, and I was like, oh okay.
Martine.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. But you can follow me at Venomous408, spelled VNMS408, on all, what do you call it, social media platforms. Yeah, that's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
What
And
the
then
kids
on
call
all
them these days.
I know, right? Fucking kids.
Or the social media. I don't do Twitter. I do the social media.
I do the social media. Yeah. Gotta do the hands.
Walrus hands.
Walrus.
And you can search.
Oh
Oh my god. And you can follow, or actually not follow, but search Venomous, spelled VNMS, on all your digital streaming platforms and stream my music. Got some new shit coming pretty fucking soon, because man, I just wrote this fucking crazy fucking verse. I think it goes about 2 minutes long.
Nice.
Maybe. But yeah, tune in. Check me out.
I do want to say, before we go, I'm actually kind of upset with myself that I got to end on this, but
Uh-oh.
Daniel Castillo, better known out here in San Jose as Steezy, photographer. He passed away this past Halloween. I saw that through Prince Soul's posting. So we definitely want to send love and condolences out to his family, his loved ones, as they go through this period of his transitioning. He was 23.
Rest in peace, homie.
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely rest in peace to San Jose's own on that.
Well, they're still counting the votes, and Biden is closing in. You love to see it, you bitch ass nigga. We out this bitch. Fuck Donald Trump.
Peace.